Yeah.
Yes, people, welcome to this late night. Actually, depending on where you are, it could be early morning, it could be afternoon, it could be evening. But if you're watching from the UK, late night, it's just gone 2:00 in the morning. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by my two fellow co-hosts. First and foremost, Yan City. How you doing there? You good? All laid up in bed and that? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Not as great as you. Look at you showing all teeth and that. You know what I'm saying? Giving me pillow on the neck and that. And also introducing the other fellow co-host, the happiest I've ever seen him. Look at him. This guy was smiling before the show and that. You know what I'm saying? In the full kit and everything. He is ready. Ready. What are you saying, Ryan? You good? You telling me?
Yeah, man. I'm too good, man. I'm too good after tonight, man. Too good.
Right. All right. Okay.
Honestly.
You know what? Let's start there. We might as well get into it. Actually, before we do get into it, make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you hit the like button on the video. See the numbers going up, so hit the like button on the video. Share. If you lot make this successful, we won't make this a regular thing. You get what I'm saying? So we're just running it. We're supposed to be on earlier, but Yan City was dealing with things in it. So this is why we are here at 2:00 in the morning. She's the one to blame in it. It isn't us and that. But yes, if you watch it. And big up Harris. We're gonna get to the comments as well. But yeah. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel also and hit the notification bell. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. But yeah, man, Ryan, we'll start ahead with you. You're happy for obvious reasons. I'll let you describe it. Look at the grin on this guy's face and that this guy showing teeth like a Yan City. But yeah, go on, fam. Speak on it.
Oh, mate. Honestly, this is probably...
I said, oh, mate.
This is honestly... this is honestly the happiest I've been about Liverpool probably since we won the league in last July, honestly, because the results we've had recently, the way we've been playing, I had no hope going into this game at all, like zero hope. I was like, Tottenham going to bat, it was about 3 or 4-0. I was like, I was saying before the game, like, we're going to lose. I'll just be happy if we score a goal because I just want to see a goal. But mate, we were so good, honestly, like, apart from maybe the first 10 minutes where they had that goal disallowed for that tight offside. But after that, we just controlled the game from, that point. Possession was brilliant, ball retention, we pushed them back. The passing was quick, the intensity was there. It wasn't slow football. No player was hanging onto the ball like the last few games. It was, one touch, two touch. It was, we looked so dangerous going forward. And to be honest, it could have been more than 3 goals, to be honest, And I think the way we managed the game in the second half as well was so impressive. Like, when they got that goal back, great goal by Højbjerg, by the way. That was one
great strike. Great strike.
And I thought when that happened, I was like, oh, shit, like Tottenham could have got all the momentum now. We might fold, we might actually lose this game. But the way we reacted to that goal was just brilliant, We didn't panic. We just kept the ball, attacked well, and eventually got our goal. And the way we managed the game after that, nothing stupid. I'm just so happy, man. I actually enjoyed watching us today. Last few games it's been so boring and depressing watching us in games, but this was great football today from us against a good team, way to a good team as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that. I pretty much agreed with everything you said up until that point when you said a good team in it, which we'll get into. Big up everyone in the comments. Any of the mods that are about, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Let us know how many likes we are on, actually. Yan City, we'll go to you. What was your thoughts on the Liverpool Spurs game?
Do you know, I didn't watch it all, to be fair. From what I saw, Liverpool looked good. I know there was a few goals disallowed in the game. Didn't see the Spurs one. But I did see the Liverpool one. I think, obviously, because it hit his hand and then went onto his foot, it had to be disallowed.
You're talking about Firmino with the handball?
Yeah, the handball.
Yeah,
that's handball.
I think it was Salah's goal.
Yeah.
Handball.
So, yeah, but I think, you know what? I just think, I don't really know what's going on with Spurs, to be honest. Because they just, they set up to kind of defend whatever they have, which might be 1 goal or whatever. They would have been happy to take a draw. But when Liverpool went 2-0 up, it was not an option. So, yeah, I think Liverpool were the much better team and they clearly deserved to win. I think it could have been more than it was. obviously if things weren't disallowed. But yes, but I think Liverpool, I've said for a while now, I don't think their dip in form will last very long.
Okay, why?
And it hasn't really, so I expect them to be kind of back. But yeah, we just need to keep a little bit of a gap just so I don't have to stress.
For next week's game as well, that could be a big one now. Proper big one.
Is it next week?
Next weekend, but there's we both got 2 league games before that. I think we play West Ham on Sunday and Brighton next Wednesday before we play Man City. I'm not sure who City play in the next 2 games, to be fair.
We've got Sheffield United and...
Friggin' shut out the Nets, innit? Look at that friggin' draw.
You know?
Is it Spurs? Have a check.
Oh, you got Sheffield. You've got Sheffield United.
Yeah, I think that's our next game.
You won't struggle against them, unlike some teams.
No way. Well, you're not in the league, mate. Yeah. Look at this guy.
Had to get that in, didn't I? Oh, yes.
This guy came with yesterday, innit? This guy came with chest, man. Look at this guy. What a prick. You know what I'm saying? This guy came with chest.
Now you've seen what I really am like.
What a prick, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's not funny. Stop laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Over there grinning. I'm clipping that, by the way. I'm defo clipping this.
Jeffrey Lewis has got a question for you, Flawless.
Yeah, so surprising it that you would pull that up in it. Thank you, honey. Nothing but love. Thank you, babes. Yeah, Lewis, shout out my dog Lewis. Make sure you sub to his channel. You can catch him on his channel tomorrow. Well, 8 p.m. Yeah, it's technically tonight, but yeah, 8 p.m. this evening, you'll see him on Agenda FC. He says, I have a question. What team has scored 33% of their goals this season against Manchester United? It is Sheffield United, isn't it? But that being said, I have a question for you, Lewis. Who is currently 8th, 9th, 10th in the table? You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you lot are. I'm unawares. I'm unawares.
City play Sheffield United on Saturday. And then Burnley.
I agree, yo, Harris. Ryan is a dickhead. I fully agree, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. Go on.
Yeah, man, I've got the bragging rights this week.
Sheffield United at home, and then it's Burnley away, and then Liverpool away, and then Tottenham at home, and then Arsenal away. So we've got some fixtures coming up. But
what was that? Say that again. Sorry. Say that again.
So we've got Sheffield United at home. Then we've got Burnley away. Then we've got Liverpool away. Then we've got Spurs at home. Then we've got Arsenal away. That's our next run of fixtures.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Nah, I hear that. It is. Yeah, man. Yo, big up. Big up Pacalo. You know what I'm saying? Who says? Big up yourself, Flawless, from the Caribbean island of St. Kitts. Yo, salute, man. Caribbean islands and that. Love big that. Up. That's Tox's place. You get me? JV also in that, innit? So salute to the island of St. Kitts. Let us know. Also, yeah, that's great. Let us know where you are watching from, people. Let us know, innit? Let us know. Yeah, Lewis, I'm surprised you didn't hear the rest of that question. But yes, this guy proper prick, you know. Why am I here? You know what? I hate being outnumbered, you know. I got a City fan, a Liverpool fan, and a dickhead Chelsea fan in the comments chatting shit, you get me? Our team just lost to the worst team in the Premier League. Yeah, this was the worst time to do this show, innit? I really didn't think this through whatsoever, but hey, we moved. We didn't think this through, but yeah, on today's show also as well. I mean, on today's game, Liverpool were great. Liverpool were very, very good. Very, very good. But as bad, I mean, as good as Liverpool were, Spurs were terrible.
Yeah.
And Mourinho ball is atrocious, man. Mourinho ball is absolutely atrocious. Like, it doesn't matter what. If they have a 1-0 lead, it doesn't matter if it's 0-0. Even when they went 1-0 down, there wasn't no intent to win this game.
No, they never wanted to win. They went there to draw and didn't even get that.
And then even when they went 2-0 down and Højbjerg scored, I think someone tweeted it, they didn't have a shot on target after they scored.
Yeah, they didn't.
That is awful. How are you chasing a game at home and you get your 2-0 down, you get a goal back and you don't have a shot what's it called, on target for the rest of the game, and you have Son and then Dembele and Bergwijn in your team, and
the first 10 minutes of the game, they did, create a couple of chances. They obviously had that goal, like I said, disallowed for that tight offside. So, and they did look dangerous in the first 10 minutes, but after that, we just got control of the game, got a foot on the ball, and we just kept pushing them back, and it was at the point where they had their whole team at the edge of the box, and And eventually we got the goal. Mane was just missing chance after chance in the first half. It was annoying me. Eventually, but when he was missing them, I was saying to my dad, look at the way we're playing. Like, we're getting so many chances. This goal is coming. Like, it'll come off soon enough. And at the end of the first half, Firmino, I thought was man of the. I've been going in on him recently. I thought he was our best player today. Firmino, I thought he was man of the match.
There you go. When a defensive striker is the best player on the pitch against a team who's supposed to park the bus, it tells you all you need to know in it. Imagine conceding to friggin' Liverpool. What was it? 3-1 it finished.
Yeah.
Imagine conceding 3 goals to a team who hadn't scored in 8 hours.
I know, man.
That is awful. Mate, and it could have been more. Go on.
Thiago became a bad man with the bandage and everything. Like, honestly, it was such a good night. Honestly, great game.
Look at it.
Honestly, lad,
you know what? You know when you'll see Spurs next turn up?
Go on. When?
Let me see what date it is now. I'll tell you when you'll next see Spurs. On the 13th of Feb, Saturday the 13th of Feb.
Guessing that's
when they'll next show up. They love playing against City. That's their cup final for some weird reason.
Well, Harry Kane's out now. He's out for a few weeks.
Oh yeah, Kane's
yeah. But his son loves City. It's not even Kane that I'm worried about. His son.
But Kane makes it better as well. They come as a package, Kane.
True.
Give me 1 sec.
He's just left.
Where's he gone? Oh.
We'll get to some of the comments.
Yeah, let's go.
If we can. C1 London says, big up to you.
Yeah, big up.
Winter Surfer says, Sarcasm City night shift, like it. Dupe MCSC says, the crew in the house. Big up to everyone locked in, by the way. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already.
How many are watching?
It says 20 at the moment. But it did go up higher and then went lower, so we'll answer that question when Flawless comes back.
Yeah.
Jute says, for fuck's sake, Spurs better play like this against us. They won't. It's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, they changed. I don't know why this. I was surprised he started. Well, I'd say it's surprised, but he started with a 5 at the back, which clearly didn't work, and I think he changed it to a 4 at half time because I think he took off Aurier, and put Matt Doherty at right back when he was at left wing back in the first half. So he kept changing it. But the way we came out second half and, got the goal instantly, and then obviously they got a goal back. But I think instead of Spurs being bad, I thought we just, was so really good in terms of the way, especially when Spurs scored, I was panicking. But the way we just got our composure back, got a foot on the ball, and kept going forward, kept Spurs at bay. I thought, we were really good and we deserve a lot of credit for that, to be fair. And I've got to give a lot of credit to the frauds today because I thought that the frauds were our best players today.
Go on, go on. Let's speak on it, innit? Salah, your boy Salah, innit? Let's go there.
Salah was all right. He wasn't anything special, but he didn't. Jesus Christ. I won't really talk about him, but he didn't.
He got a hat trick and he'd be like he was okay.
He did all right today, but he did all right. But at least he didn't piss me off today, which was good. Firmino was our best player, but Wijnaldum was proper on it today. Like, he was unreal. Honestly, he was so good as well. Henderson at centre back as well did really well, considering it's not his position. Especially when Nat Phillips came on in the second half. When I saw him come on, I was like, "Oh shit!" Henderson and Nat Phillips at the back.
He looks really old.
I think he's only about 23. I think
he looks old, man. I was thinking, who the hell is he?
Yeah, no, he looks older than what he actually is. No, the frauds played well today. I'll be honest. I was impressed by them.
The frauds shown up in that. You know what I'm saying?
They showed up. They showed up today. Yeah.
And I'm sure you lot heard about it as well. Supposedly there was a fight in the Spurs dressing room at halftime.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Serge Aurier and Lloris supposedly got into a fist fight, Ice was flying everywhere. Aurier supposedly left. Mourinho left like the stadium. Supposedly Mourinho left him to it. Yeah, this is what I heard. Supposedly Mourinho left them to it, like in the changing room. Like he just turned his back and dipped in it. You know what I'm saying? And left them to it.
Didn't Lloris get into a fight with Son last year?
Yes, he did. Because Son didn't track back. In Lloris's defense, that's on Son. Like track the runner in it. You know what I'm saying? And that Son, like, I know your Son, yeah. But like, right, track the runner. I'm saying we could have conceded in it, and we are Spurs. We can't afford to. You can't be affording to carry people. You're Spurs.
Yeah.
Like all due respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All due respect. But yeah, use like if you don't know, obviously this is the Q&A. Get your questions in where you can ask any sport in question you like, any football team, any player, past or present. Yeah, any sport, and we will get to some of the questions. Any dickhead questions, I will just look over. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Duke
from Canada.
Yes, all the way from Canada. Big up. Salvation of the elect. I will get some sleep, man. Don't worry in it. This show is not going to be too long. That being said, every time I say that on this show, all 4 or 5 hours later, man is still here. Man is still here. You get what I'm saying? But nah, this show won't be that long in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up Palaka, who says, I seen you on Rants from Rance's channel. Yeah, man. Big up, man. And salute to my guy Rance. CJ Social says working late. Yeah. Machiavelli, yeah, this is what we just spoke on. I heard about this too. You know what I'm saying? I heard about this too. There we go. And Mourinho as well. I've said this about a long time about him. He's done at the top level. I've said this. I told Spurs fans this at the time. There's always a honeymoon period with him, and then it just goes tits up. Next thing you know, players are having fights in dressing rooms, and ice is flying everywhere, and man are leaving, and all types of shit. I still think. Are you worried? Are you concerned about him, Man City, in the final?
Our record against Spurs isn't great. So as much as City are great in finals, and obviously the Carabao Cup that we love, yeah, it's going to be a difficult game. I wouldn't say that it's like we've definitely won or anything like that. I think it'll be difficult, but City are the better team, man. So if we turn up and we play, we're better than Spurs. Like, so we should win. I don't know. I don't know if it'll come down to, you know, on the day, because like obviously Spurs players are going to be under a lot of pressure because they kind of have to bring a trophy home. Whereas Man City, our fans aren't really going to be too mad if they don't bring the Carabao Cup home for the 4th year in a row. Like, come on now. As much as I do want to win it, because I always want to win trophies, I wouldn't really be, unless City go out there and are terrible and don't turn up, I'm not really going to be too mad at them. Do you know what I mean? So I think Spurs players are going to be under pressure. But City, like, there's not many players in our squad that have not been in a team that have won a trophy with City. It's only Diaz, Torres, and people like that that are new. But Diaz has won trophies with Benfica. So I think they'll be fine. I think we should win. But obviously it will depend on what injuries we've got. We've also, if we do well in the Champions League, we'll have a semi-final a few days later. So you have to prioritize the Champions League over the Carabao Cup. You have to. So worst case scenario would be that we play our best players in that and then we get injuries and then we go out of the Champions League. So I don't think Pep will want to risk our key players for that one.
Okay, I hear that. All right, there's questions are starting to roll in. So CJ Socials presents Touchline Talk, says Mourinho needs to go to an easier league or lesser team to get his mojo back. I don't think he'd be pissed. And you're talking to someone who's a big Mourinho fan. Like outside of Fergie, Mourinho is my favorite manager of the Premier League era. He's just done. I've said this at the top level. So at a lesser league, in a lesser league, could he win a league title? Yes. Could he still pick up the lesser trophies? You know, your FA Cups, Carabao Cups. Yeah, I think he should go into international management. I think that suits him down to a T. The football he plays, he could easily shithousery his way to a World Cup or Euros or something like that. Definitely. Because he plays normally the team who win. When I think teams who win the World Cups and Euros, probably minus Spain in our generation, don't really play the best football. Even France, with all the ballers, didn't really play the best football. Germany, when Portugal won it, Greece, obviously Brazil are an exception as well. But yeah, most teams don't. So what's your thoughts on it, Jan?
No, he's not back.
Yeah, man, Ryan's back. You ain't gonna miss this shit. You ain't missing this show. It's cool, man.
Yeah, I think I don't know what he'll do. Obviously, he's come to win Spurs a trophy. I don't think they've really specified which trophy that is. I think they'd just be happy with anything right now. But yeah, it just depends, because I think if he doesn't win that final, I don't know what else they can realistically win. Because, you know, the Europa League, there's quite good teams in that. So I don't know if they've got the squad depth to kind of go to the end. And also, I think he's like, let me remove until he comes back. But yeah, I think it's one of them things where, you know, it just depends. I just can't see them necessarily winning the Europa. I can't see them obviously winning the league. So it's kind of the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup.
Right.
So it's got to be one of them. And I don't know if they get to the FA Cup final and it's City or United or Chelsea or whoever's still in it at the time. I'm not so sure that they win that either. So I don't know. But I think, will they sack him if he doesn't win a trophy? I don't know.
No, I think they just let his contract run down. I don't
Oh, we
know
talked about
what his contract
Mourinho.
is. Yeah, the questionnaire at the bottom. So someone, CJ Social says Mourinho needs to go to an easier league or a lesser team to get his mojo back. What's your thoughts on it, Ryan?
I mean, like, I agree with you, Flawless. I think he's done at the top level, and I think, you know, his last two jobs have pretty much shown that as well. I do think he could win the Europa League this season, though. I wouldn't rule Spurs out of that, to be honest. But I think their league form is really going to suffer now, to be fair, especially with Kane being out for a few weeks. And I think they'll struggle to get top four, to be honest. I think, you know, like Jan said, I think they could definitely beat City in a one-off game and, you know, get the Carabao Cup in the bag. But, you know, I mean, you saw their team the other day against Wickham, you know, especially their bench and the players they brought on, you know, they are taking these cup competitions really seriously. And I can see them winning a trophy this season. But Mourinho is done at the top level in terms of winning leagues and Champions Leagues and these trophies. But, you know, I think he can win the Europa League like he did at Man United in his first season by prioritising that.
I hear that. You know what I'm saying? At the arm show, this is always a goodie. He just missed out Lampard, but I suppose because Lampard's been sacked, he didn't mention it. He said Scholes or Gerrard. That's one of them debates. Like Ronaldo, Messi, Scholes, Gerrard, and Lampard is going to be one of those as well. That's the Ronaldo, Messi that's the midfield version of Ronaldo, Messi. But for me, it's Scholes. Gerrard, quality player, don't get mistaken. All bias aside, Gerrard, a quality player. But when you hear how other midfielders of his generation talk about Scholes, that tells you all you need to know. Simple as that. Open and shut. To me, open and shut case. When you hear people talk about Scholes, the Barcelona players, I think in the 2011 final, drew straws to get his shirt. It tells you all you need to know.
Oh, really?
They drew straws in 2011 for a shirt. I think Pedro won. Yeah, it's like it's different. You know what I'm saying in that. Go on.
In terms of, for me,
you're gonna say Gerrard, of course, because you're a Liverpool.
No. There's a lot to this.
Here we go.
Okay, right. They're two very different. They're two completely. And I might piss off some Liverpool fans. They are different players, and I don't think they really should be compared, but they are because they're English and they played for rival clubs. Gerrard was a better athlete, which enabled him to be a more versatile player. So, you know, he could play right wing, centre mid, cam, you know, all of these. But in terms, and, you know, you have to consider the fact he was playing in a much, you know, crapper team than what Scholes was for the majority of his career. But if you're asking me who the better technical footballer was, you know, it's Paul Scholes all day. Paul Scholes was a much better technical footballer than Steven Gerrard. I mean, it was just obvious from watching them. And it hurts me to say it, especially because I got the Liverpool shirt on as well. But
serious, man. The man got the Liverpool shirt on, Salah on the back and that, my guy. Let's go, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got that. I don't get names on the back of the shirt anymore, man. But Scholes was a better technical footballer than I think, to be fair, it's kind of the equivalent of maybe comparing nowadays, maybe kind of De Bruyne to a Thiago or something, because I think Thiago's more maybe similar to a kind of Paul Scholes type of player, and De Bruyne does remind me of Steven Gerrard in a way in terms of the positions he takes up on the pitch. So I think Scholes was a better technical footballer than Steven Gerrard, and it hurts me to say that.
Here we go. Come on, Yancey. I know what you're going to say. Steven Gerrard. That's what you're going to say, innit? Look at you, innit?
You know what? I was going to make a joke.
Yeah, I know you was.
You know what? To be honest, I've never heard of either of them. Don't know who they are.
Sure. Yeah, they both wear Gundogan pajamas, innit? That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, you like that one, innit?
Gundogan. You know what I mean? It's like Gundogan, Scholes, Gerrard, isn't it? Is what it is.
What fool?
Well, where's De Bruyne right down there?
Yeah. De Bruyne underneath Henderson.
Not who De Bruyne was for a second.
He's underneath Henderson.
Super Jackie Grealish is all the way up here.
Super Jackie Grealish. Oh yeah, someone asked in the comments, is Henderson world class? Absolutely not.
No.
Opening.
Definitely.
Yeah. No.
Not world class, no. He's not. No. I'm just trying to get someone. Someone asked, I'm trying to find it. Someone asked about Harry Kane. That's what someone said. Do we believe if he doesn't win anything at Spurs, he'll move? Me personally, I don't think he'll move simply because I don't know who can afford him. Who's going to afford him, number one, and number two, who's going to take the risk on him with his injury record? Yeah, so you're going to spend, say, 100 million in COVID times where you're taking a hit on revenue anyway on a player that's not going to play a full season. Like, I don't see who can afford him. It's probably Manchester City, Real Madrid.
Did say, though, that he should leave because, do you know what I mean? He's showing loyalty to Spurs, but it's kind of like he's not won anything. And, there's no, take Aguero, for example. Aguero could have left in 2013 and he'd still have that clutch moment where you could say he won City the league in 2012. Do you know what I mean? Drogba has got sort of his Champions League moments. Do you know what I mean? There's things that you remember for each of these players, but Harry Kane, apart from North London derbies, where, let's be honest, there's never really been a title at stake in his time at Spurs. So it's kind of there's not really any moments where you think, oh yeah, I remember Kane for that, apart from when he didn't cross to Sterling. In the Cup. So it's kind of I think for his sake, he needs to kind of move to a club where he's going to win something, because even if he wins the Carabao Cup, it's not exactly something that he's going to be oh yeah, Gerrard didn't win the Prem, but he won a Champions League.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. Whereas I can't see Kane winning a Premier League or a Champions League. And I think he kind of would, unless England do some madness and win the World Cup.
It's not happening with Southgate.
Yeah, I just can't see him. I think for his sake, he needs to kind of move because people take the piss out of Gerrard, who won the Champions League, for not winning the league. So it's going to be 10 times worse for Kane.
100%.
Especially when there's some dead players that have got Premier League medals. Let's be honest.
Yeah, facts. David Mays and that is a mazel. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Gomez is a Premier League medal and Kane not going.
Oh, a pacey. What do you call him? A pacey Lovren.
The real Lovren's got a Premier League medal. Forget that. The real Lovren's got a Champions League medal as well.
Man, put some respect on Dejan. You get what I'm saying? Put some respect on
my boy Dejan.
Yeah, but what's your thoughts on it, Ryan? Kane, should he leave if he doesn't win anything at the end of the season with Spurs? And if he does leave, where do you see him going?
Like you said, I think he should leave because if he doesn't win a trophy, and forget the Carabao Cup, like Jan said, no one's really going to judge him on that. But he should leave because let's be honest, I can't see Spurs challenging for a Premier League or Champions League in the next 2-3 years. So he should leave. And like you said, I think if he was a fully fit player, there'd be loads of teams queuing up for him. I think the likes of Madrid, who might need to replace Karim Benzema soon. I think Harry Kane would be good for them. But obviously, paying that amount of money for his injury record, where he's going to be missing at least 2-3 months of the season, guaranteed pretty much. It is a big risk and a risk that a lot of teams won't take. So I think he should leave, but whether he will be able to is a different matter, like you said.
I think people have kind of said he's kind of missed his chance because Man United would have taken him a few years ago. I'm not so sure now. City would have taken him a few years ago. I'm not sure now. Obviously, if I could choose between him and Haaland, I'm picking Haaland all day. Do you know what I mean? Even though Kane would be very good at City, you know, but I don't know. Like you say, he'll be so expensive. And Spurs are not going to try and sell him to City anyway. So he probably would have to go abroad. I kind of see him at Madrid. I think that's the club that I would think, he'd go there. But like you say, would they pay that for a guy who has an injury record?
That's it.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? That's what it is. All right, this is an interesting one. I missed this at the start. I've gone back to the top. If I do miss your question, if I did miss your question, I do apologize. Who is the best winger in the Premiership? I'm talking, I'm guessing you're talking just like overall in terms of quality, because form-wise, all of them have fallen off a cliff. Who's the informed winger right now? Like, you look,
Son, maybe.
So it's probably Son, but Son kind of, does he really play wide or does he play more central?
Yeah, he comes in from wide. They're all wide forwards now, a lot.
Yeah, I know. You don't really know.
Yeah, you don't really know. It's kind of like this hybrid.
Out wide now.
Yeah, I mean, you got Aubameyang playing left wing back is mad. You know what I'm saying? And it's nuts. Yeah. Like, jeez.
I don't know what the best is.
Yeah, I mean, so I hope Aubameyang's good though. Actually, all jokes aside, because he is supposedly his personal issues in it. So all jokes aside, hope he's blessed. Yeah. I hope he's all blessed. But it probably is Son, to be honest.
Yeah, it probably is.
Because no one else
rates Son very highly.
Yeah, because everyone else has really been. Rashford's been in and out. You look at Mane and Salah, Sterling and Mahrez ain't really been at it. Yeah, who else is there? That's what I'm trying to think. Like,
it's because the likes of Hazard and Leroy Sané have left as well.
Yes,
they would have definitely been up there.
That's a good one, though, Harris. I'm not sure. Let us know who you think is the best in the Prem. That is a good question, and please continue to let us know where you are watching from as well.
Foden's been playing on the wing a little bit.
Yeah, but Foden, I won't class Foden as a kind of.
But he's not a winger, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's one of them. He can do a job out there.
Out there, isn't it? So
yeah. So it's kind of like
a good question though. I like that. Maybe you put Zaha and these guys in the conversation.
I think he's been good actually. I don't know actually his recent form, but I know he was playing well. Not Zaha, but because you mentioned Crystal Palace, Eze.
I like him.
I like Eze. And Harris. Yeah, we're gonna get into this. So obviously, we spoke about this on Gonna Talk versus the Man United podcast when we did the Arsenal versus Manchester United preview. Make sure you go check that out on the channel. Where he says, "Why are so many match-going fans racist?" And obviously, he's speaking on the absolute disgusting abuse that Axel and Martial and Martial's wife have received. And like I said,
I couldn't believe that when I heard about his wife as well.
Ridiculous,
honestly. Disgusting. And
I'm not just saying this because it's a Manchester United player. If this was a black Liverpool player, a black City player, black whoever, it doesn't matter. This is bigger than football and absolutely ridiculous. So when you say, why are so many match-going fans racist? It's not just match-going fans who are racist. There's just a lot of racist people in general. And football is the way for them to get that off their chest. Like Rant said it when we were speaking on this on his channel. United haven't lost a Premier League game since November. Then people couldn't wait to get this off their chest. We're now at the back end of January, and Manchester United haven't lost a match since November, the top of November. So November, December, pretty much the whole way through January. And as soon as Manchester United lose one Premier League game, they're ready to absolutely bash Martial and Axel. Bear in mind, Axel wasn't the worst player. Definitely wasn't.
No,
but
wasn't.
even if he was, that does not excuse it. Like I said, it's always these no avidons who have the most to say in it. Like if you're a racist, go jump off a cliff in it. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Literally, no time for it whatsoever.
Do you know what I think it is as well? Like at the end of the day, people. It's always been kind of the same in sport. Like you've always had racist people that will support that athlete when they're winning. The minute they're not winning, it's, attack them or not even that. Like if they leave the club, if they want to leave the club, it all comes out. Every club's guilty. Do you know what I mean? Like to be fair to City fans, in all the time that I've been going, I've never actually experienced racism myself. I've heard it aimed at Jahai's son Jahai. One time when I was young, like I was about 13, 14, and I heard it then. But that's the only time that I've ever heard it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It does. You know, there's been people arrested for it and all sorts. So it does happen. There's been City fans that have told me that they've heard things about Sterling, blah, blah, blah. They've reported it and whatever. So it does happen. Every club's got their issues, but I think it's a societal problem. And I think times like this where a lot of people are struggling, the problem with a lot of this country, like the UK in general, is instead of if people are struggling and they see other people struggling, they don't really like when the other struggling person kind of gets a leg up. So rather than saying, I'd quite like to have a leg up as well, they'd rather drag the other person down. Do you know what I mean? People talk about in the black community, you know, other races will push each other up to help out, and black people, you know, might pull each other down. And it's kind of the same in terms of class in this country and stuff like that. So things like that, a lot of the racism is kind of inbred from childhood, and it kind of goes up to adulthood. And, you know, these people, they take it into football. You know, they take these opinions into their workplace. They take these opinions into things like that. But football is a place where they probably feel safe saying it, you know, whereas, you know, they might not go to certain other places and say it. Like, they're not going to go to a Jay-Z concert and start shouting racism because it might not end so well. Whereas at football, a lot of these people feel like they're in a safe space where if they say something, other people will agree, you know, like I've not been to too many like England games, but I did go to one England game, and I think it was somebody got booed. Was it Gomez or something? Because of the
last year, I think it was Gomez.
Ryan would know that. Ryan would know that.
Some people were like going mad, like it was madness, and I was just like,
was it because of the Sterling thing or something?
Yeah.
You got into Liverpool played City a few days before, I think. And
yeah, and that little
something.
stuff that they had, yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, and like people booed him, and all these people were like, I was just like, I'm not involved, but yeah, I think people just use that time, you know, if a player plays badly, or even if they don't play badly, even if they just don't like them, but the team lose, they will target that person, you know. And I always say, like, it's the same, like in football, there's a lot of homophobia. Like, if a player came out and said they were gay, any player that disliked that player would be like, probably giving them abuse. Any homophobic person that doesn't like that player, there'd be constant abuse. And I think that's why a lot of them don't come out.
Yeah, I don't blame them for doing that.
In the Premier League, and they do not come out because they know anytime they lose a game, anytime they miss a shot on target, anytime they do something, it's going to be the amount of abuse. You can imagine how much they would get. So, you know, the black people unfortunately can't hide their skin tone, so they're always going to get it. I know Asian people get a lot of abuse. I think Bubbles has spoke on it a few times about how they get a lot of abuse because obviously they're few and far between. So it's kind of like, you know, they get abuse coming through and stuff like that. I think there's is it a Villa player that's like from South Asian descent or something?
Is it?
And,
same. I'm not sure.
No, there's a player that, because she was saying that, like, you know, they get abuse and stuff like that. So it's mad. It's mad. But people are just.
I think one of the worst things for me when I heard what happened last night was I wasn't even shocked about it because it's happened before. It just keeps happening and it's showing no signs of stopping. You know, would it surprise any of us if we're having the same conversation in the next few weeks at any time? No, it wouldn't at all. And honestly, I mean, you know, this racism is just, you know, you can't tolerate it at any level, but especially after a football match. We've lost a football match. What are these guys doing? What's actually going through their heads when they're typing this stuff up, honestly? You know, Twitter and Instagram have got a responsibility to just, you know, find these people, and they need to be prosecuted and publicly shamed, in my opinion, honestly, because it's just disgraceful, honestly. And we're in 2021 now as well, and this is still going on.
Yeah.
Serious, like you said, and shamed publicly, because it's like I said, it's always these no avidons who always got the most to say in regards to this. And the thing is, with social media don't want to stop this, and we know this. They don't want to stop this, because like I said, let you put up a tweet that either of something copyrighted, they'll pull down your Twitter account or suspend your Twitter account. Same with Instagram, same with Facebook. I'm saying, but when it comes to racism flying left, right, and center, then they getting pulled down. Absolutely nonsense.
And these fools who are putting up this racist stuff about like some Martial and Swansea yesterday were the same people who last year at games when Martial scored would have been singing Tony Marshall came from France and all that.
There we go. That's
stupid, that hypocrisy at the highest level, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if he scores the winner at Emirates on Saturday, cheering, you know what I'm saying? Axel scores the winner or whoever. Absolute nonsense. And Harris, you also go on.
But no, but it's always been the case though. It's like I was having a conversation with my friend earlier actually about this whole thing, and I was saying like you always get people that, because I just want to touch on what Pogba said in relation to the Zlatan.
All right, let's go into them.
Because obviously, allegedly what happened was obviously there was an argument on the pitch between Zlatan and Lukaku. And Zlatan said something like, go do your voodoo, right? Which I don't think he's saying that to a white person. I'm just putting it out there. But anyway, so that's been said, whatever. And Pogba's come out to defend Zlatan, saying he's not racist. He loves me too much. And it's like, for me, I was a bit shocked by what I saw. Like a lot of people were saying, I thought it was a fake account. Like, I didn't think this was the actual Paul Pogba. And the thing is it's one of them things where it's almost like the opposite of, I have black friends, I can't be racist. He's basically saying, I'm his black friend, he can't be racist. And it's like, people need to realize there are white people that have black grandchildren who they love their grandchild, but they're still racist. And then they might say things like, oh, you know, to their son-in-law or something like, you know, you're different from the others, you know, I don't mean you and stuff like that. But if you have people that are racist but their own family are black, then someone that is just has some black friends can still be racist. Like, I don't like when people kind of come out with that, like, either I have black friends or, you know, he can't be racist because he's never racist to me. Doesn't mean that he's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, that you could have a friend who is always really nice to you. That doesn't mean they're nice to every single person that they know. And it's just like, for me, like when I saw it, I just thought like, if you feel like that, just keep your mouth closed. Like, he posted it on social media for everyone to see. So it wasn't a case of it got leaked and he sent a message to Zlatan saying, you know, we're cool, bro. I know you're not racist. It was out on social media for everyone to see. And it's kind of like this whole thing happened with the Bernardo Silva thing because, you know, Raheem Sterling got a bit slated because he came out and said, like, Bernardo's not racist. But it's like, yeah, fair enough. I agree, he probably isn't. But what he said was racist, or what he posted was racist, and you need to acknowledge that. Do you know what I mean? You could be not racist, but you say something which is, you know, racist towards a certain culture and you don't know. Yeah. So it's like, me personally, if I said something on here and someone was like, oh, Yannicka, that's racist to like Asian people, then I would apologize. I'd hold my hands up and say, look, I didn't know. No. However, I apologize if I've offended anyone like that. And that's all that needs to happen. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be coming out. If you said something, I wouldn't be coming on here saying, nah, Flawless would never be racist. I'd be saying what he said was racist. However, he's apologized. So we need to let it go. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I'm letting you land in it before I respond. I'm letting you land before I respond. So so on that, what's it called? Obviously, what happened with Zlatan, because the first thing when I seen it, obviously I seen the clip, I'm like, that's a Mazo, and then it's like, go do your voodoo shit. So I'm like, before I even, how do I put this now? I need to think of the best way to correct this. Obviously, this is racism, so I'm trying to make this clear as possible so nobody gets this confused. I'm like, okay, why? Because people were like, it's racist. I'm like, why has he said that? I said, is Lukaku involved in some? If Lukaku's involved in some voodoo shit, or something or voodoo activities, then the insult makes sense. But I said if Lukaku's not involved in anything voodoo, then it's racist. So allegedly, when Lukaku made the move, I think from Everton to Chelsea, or one of his transfers anyway, allegedly he went to go and see a voodoo doctor. Lukaku denied this. So that's where it stems from. So Zlatan saying that as an insult to me makes sense. That's why I didn't, because people are like, oh, he wouldn't say it to a white player. If that was, I don't know, I'm trying to think. If that's Eriksen and Zlatan and Eriksen are going at it, and that rumor happened with Eriksen about going to see a voodoo doctor, to me, I just see it as an insult. I didn't have a racial connotation, but we'll never know. But for me, from the outside looking in, and I don't have no biases towards Zlatan, I'm just like, he's just trying to insult him. It's something you're linked with. He's just trying to insult him. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought, all right, because I don't know, voodoo, is it, because I don't know a lot about it, is it classed as a black thing, so to speak? Is it culturally black? I
think like they say there's a lot of like, I know Haiti is a place where they say there's a lot of voodoo that happens. And obviously African countries like Nigeria. I know a lot of my Nigerian friends talk about juju stuff. So
is that why people are always going on about judging that?
Yeah.
Like people are always fucking around. Yeah.
Crazy stuff happens in Nigeria and stuff like that. And like they'll put curses on people. That's like Yaya Toure. I think it was Yaya Toure. They used to say stuff about like, you know, they always say it. It's like an African thing. But yeah, I think, you know what it is? It's not even that I have an issue with, because obviously, like I said, I don't know what happened in the situation. I'm not saying Zlatan's racist or anything like that. My issue was just how you defend someone in that situation, because I just think saying he's not racist because he loves me, I just thought in that situation, it's kind of like, I get that you're saying he's not racist, but what he said could have been interpreted as racism. And obviously some people were offended. So like I say, if I say something on here about, say, like, I don't know, like Chinese people, right?
Yeah.
And 20 Chinese people at you saying what she said was racist, even if I don't think it's racist or I didn't say it in a racist way, because I've offended 20 Chinese people, that means that I've done something wrong. So I probably need to apologize for what I've said. And this was my argument when it was over Bernardo Silva. Because I was saying, even though Bernardo Silva didn't mean it in a racist way, it's a chocolate brand. He didn't see it as caricature. He just saw it as,
he looks like the caricature.
And it looks like Mendy. What he needed to realize is when he posted that online and people became offended by it, because obviously the story behind that chocolate is completely ridiculous, to be fair. But he didn't know that at the time, or if he knew that, he didn't, in his head, he wasn't posting it because of that. He was kind of just posting it as in, haha, it looks like Mendy, and stuff like that. And when he offended people, I was very strong in what I was saying, and I was saying that he should have apologized regardless. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like in that situation, okay, yeah, he might have meant it like in a sort of, oh, I'm just going to attack him because he went to a voodoo doctor. It's like, if so many people are offended by what's been said, it's better to just kind of apologize.
Yeah, it makes sense because people don't apologize. Yeah, people.
And I think Pogba kind of defending him hasn't made Pogba look too good, because he should have just said nothing. They're both ex-teammates. They're both friends of his. Like, he's friends with Lukaku.
Yeah, he's friends with Lukaku and Zlatan, yeah.
He didn't need to do what he did. I think if I was him, I would have just stayed quiet. And then if, like, obviously with Sterling, he didn't really have a choice because they kind of questioned him and said, what do you think of Bernardo Silva? So he was kind of put on the spot and he kind of had to say, well, he's not racist. Do you know what I mean? But even then, he got a lot of stick for that because people were saying, why did he defend him? He should have just said, you know, personally, I had a problem.
Say no comment. Just say no comment. We're dealing with that in house. Because it's always an awkward one. Because like with the Zlatan one, like I said, if he was insulting him from a cultural standpoint, then I'd be like, that's racist. But the fact that Lukaku has no ties to it and it's just that one story, he's just an insult. And I think Lukaku's response tells you that, because Lukaku bypassed that. And Lukaku was talking about, right, you're talking about he spoke about his mum. That's what he was, because he said, go call your mum, innit? He said, go do your voodoo shit. That's what sparked Lukaku. Whereas I think if it was genuinely racist, which I don't think it was, because like I said, I don't think it's culturally in it. Like, if Zlatan would have turned around and said to him, like, yo, go eat your chicken and watermelon. That's racist. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, that's culturally attacking him. That's nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? But if Lukaku was ingrained in it and deep in it, and we know he's into voodoo, again, that's a cultural. But he's just like, you're linked with this. To me, it was just an insult. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
Ryan, what were your thoughts on it?
I just think, before you move on to Ryan,
Yeah,
I think it's one of them things, like, when anything is public, it becomes more than just an argument between two people. Like, if me, you, and Ryan have an argument now, and I throw something racist at Ryan, I can't then say, well, it's between me and Ryan, because I've done it on a live stream. So that's just the way I see it. And if
so you should, you should be hearing how Yan City talks out to Ryan outside of the stream and that wilding and that. Wilding. Bear, yo. Nah, I'm joking, people. People. Before you lot take it serious, I'm playing in it. Go on, carry on. The channel's called Sarcasm City, people, just to let you know in it. But go on.
Me. Well, to be fair, I didn't really. I heard they'd had a kind of confrontation, but I actually didn't know really what had actually gone on until we talked about this channel. Like, honestly, didn't really know.
I sent you the clip because it's a clip. I sent you the clip anyway, but go on, carry on, because there's a clip with the subtitles at the bottom, so you can hear everything. Like, it got heated. Yeah, it got heated. Yeah.
When they both at Man United together, by the way.
Yeah, they were cool. This is what I'm saying. Sorry to cut you off. Somebody in the comments let me know, because I said this. The way they was arguing is like there's something prior. Like, something like that just didn't happen. You don't start talking about mums and wives and I'm going to shoot you in the head from the jump. Like, something's happened prior to that. Yeah, that's what Lukaku said at the end. Yeah, he said, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Yeah, man, that's what he said in the end, because he's like, you want to talk about my wife? He's like, I'm going to shoot you in the head. And he was like, Lukaku's telling him, come inside. And he's like, you're a donkey. You're a donkey. Zlatan's telling him, yeah, this all like, he said, I'm going to shoot you. And let me see if I can find it now if I've got the clip. So like I said, someone in the comments let us know, because that sparked something. Like, it wasn't just like, I don't know what sparked it on the pitch, but there seems to be something prior with those two, but they were good friends at Manchester United. So to me, I personally think there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about. Yeah. But yeah, go on, Ryan.
Well, obviously what you said about, voodoo, I mean, only Zlatan himself knows, how he meant that. Only he knows, no one else will know how, how he meant it. I think I've read that he's come out and I've read just now that he's come out and denied being, racist. If I would like to think that Zlatan didn't mean it in a racist way, and he was referring to the, the rumor about Lukaku's past with the voodoo doctor, like you mentioned. I'd like to think that. But there is that possibility that Zlatan could have meant it in a racist way, which I don't want to believe. But like I said, only Zlatan himself knows how he meant it, and we'll never know, really. I really hope he didn't mean it in a racist way, though.
Yeah, I just DM'd you the what's it called now. I just DM'd it to your you can see it. Like, they were proper going at it, which, like I said, when you start swearing at each other, cussing each other out in multiple languages, talking about mums, talking about wives, talking about shoot you in the head, like I said, something is sparked. Something's happened prior. Like, this isn't a tackle on the pitch and man are like talking like that type of thing. But yeah, we got all deep here. But yeah, see that on Sarcasm City. We mix it up with the jokes, but then we give you the serious stuff as well. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, because where else are you getting these lineups at 3 o'clock in the morning? You get what I'm saying? Where else? Say that again.
They got Tax. He's in the comments.
Oh, he's Talks in the comments. What's Talk saying in that? What's he saying? Let me go there.
Arguing, I think.
Why is he doing typical Talks in it? This guy's such a wind-up merchant in that. What's he saying in that?
No, I think it's about video.
What's he saying? There we go. Yeah, because he's gonna know more on this. I feel surprised there was nothing negative about it. It was spiritual into your opinion. Right, okay. Right. I don't know about it, innit? Like I said, all I know is about the way people talk about Judge. Like, so I'm unsure on unsure on where it's originated and what exactly it is. But like I said, when I seen people talking about it, I was more like, wow, why are they talking about mums and wives? A man said, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. That's what caught my attention when I'm watching it. Like, not even the voodoo thing, it was the whole donkey. You get me? Like,
I'm just getting to that bit.
Yeah, it's right at the end. Yeah, man said, I'm gonna shoot you in, like, that's nothing like, And you get me, like he's heated. When man's telling you, yo, come inside,
This is
like
proper
that's fight
heated.
talk.
This.
Yes. You
But
telling
that's
me,
like
Ryan?
Neymar and that Marseille guy, they were going at it on Twitter.
Okay.
After that derby, like that Paris Marseille game, and like he was like, I gave you. He posted something about I can't even remember, and he's like, I've given you your career. Like I don't even know. It's mad. It wasn't even in English, it was in French. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
And you know what?
I do like that banter on Twitter because I think it's fun.
Look at you enjoying it. And what's mad is, like I said, with those two, the fact that they cursed each other out in like 3 different languages, because Lukaku called him a son of a bitch in French, but I didn't know what he said. And I sent it to my sister because my sister knows French, and she was like, yeah, you called him a son of a bitch. So I'm like, to be that angry but switching languages while you are going back and forth tells you there's something. It's all going to come out when Zlatan tells. Listen, look at Ryan's face; he can't believe
the
it.
ending of that video was mad as well.
Mad.
Like, the ending was mad.
Mad.
Like
I'm saying,
proper went at it.
I'll DM it. Ryan, I'll send it over to you in a sec, Yan City. But like that's what I keep saying about this in terms of one of them must write a book and tell all. Because to me, certain priors happened. I don't know if someone slept with someone's woman or something, because on the pitch, what sparked it? Was it just a tackle? I've not even seen what sparked it initially on the pitch for them to go head to head. Like something's happened there as well. Like they must have had some form of argument. I don't know though. It's crazy though, isn't it? It's great to see passion though. I'm not gonna lie in it. I love bust-ups on the pitch like that. That's one thing I'm missing. Everyone's nice. Everyone's swapping shirts at halftime, hugging each other. You know,
hugging before games. Yeah,
hugging before games. Oh, friends. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, where's the angst?
Glad
That's
to get
what
that little
is.
in betweeners.
Yeah, man. Everyone's friends. That's what it is, isn't it? Everyone's international friends and that. Oh, friend. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Where's the passion and that? Kick man up in the air and that. You like to see that. I love the Milan. Like the Milan derby is one of my favorite. Not of recent times, but in the old times. You get what I'm saying? Like the Milan derby meant something. It was heated, flares getting thrown on the pitch. El Clasico was like that too. You know what I'm saying? And that United Arsenal was like that. Now everyone's nice. Everyone hugging and kissing.
Not good.
Mwah, mwah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, where's the passion in it? You know
Do you know what we got robbed of?
Go on.
Like Man United actually robbed us of it. Because remember when we were doing our Amazon documentary?
Right, okay, here we
Man
go.
United said that they couldn't have cameras at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
And they missed that whole fight between Mourinho and the City players and the Man United players, and people were getting punched. Milk was getting thrown. Edison bottled Mourinho. Oh my God, that would have been, mate. If we could have seen that.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's always fights at Old Trafford, yeah. You like to see that, though, even
there's a full fight picked up. That's what I want to see.
You know what? They could have charged pay-per-view for that. Go on, Ryan. Go on.
It's like United Liverpool last year. You know, last year at Old Trafford, I think it was. I think it was the game where Lallana scored a late goal. It was 1-1, I think. And before the game ended, you see Fred and Firmino hugging each other before the game, lining up in the tunnel. I lost it. I was so angry. I was like, I remember saying that. I remember seeing that and thinking, we're not winning this game, you know. I already knew we weren't winning this game.
What game was it?
This United Liverpool, I just remember it finishing well. Lallana scored, I remember. That's how.
Oh, the 1-1. 1-1.
Yeah.
It was 1-1.
Rashford scored, I think, for United.
Yeah, it was 1-1. Yeah.
It was that game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I hate it, man. Like, yeah, okay, you might be Brazilian, but at this moment, he's the up right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's the up. Like, Yan City, my peoples, I love it to death and that. But when United play City, don't talk to me for an hour and a half. You're the whole day.
I don't talk to my mates the whole day.
Yeah, man, the whole day.
If it's United Liverpool, I don't talk to my mates for the whole day until after the game.
Fact, Stroll my guy in it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to it, you are not.
Players like that because you've got like Aguero, clearly is friends with Man United players. He has them round to his house. But when anyone asks him about any Man United player, he's like, yeah, when I see Man United players across the road, he said they asked him if you could have any player at Man City from Man United, who would you have? And he said, I'd rather play with 10 men. That's what I want to hear. I know he's not telling the truth. Some of his friends play for Man United, but he's not saying that to our fans. You know, he's not going to be hugging up players on the pitch Do you know what I mean? And that's what I like. Like, whatever he does behind the scenes, that's his own business. That's his private life. But I don't want him, you know, I've never seen him hug up Rojo when he plays Man United. He's at his house all the time. Every Christmas, he's at his house. But I've never seen him hug him. I've never seen him swap shirts with him. I've never seen him do anything in a Manchester derby, which would make me think, oh, yeah, you know, he plays with Aguero for the national team. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. That's what you want to see. And, you know, someone mentioned it in the comments. Duke mentioned it, I think, about Maguire hugging Stones. Like, that just can't run. Like, that game, no one deserved to win that after that hug. Well, obviously it was at the end, but, you know, yeah. That's terrible.
Hugging up. Yeah. Like, you man want to do that. Cool, do it. Like you said, lie to us. Do that in the tunnel.
In the tunnel, yeah.
Do that in the tunnel where we can't see it. All right, I understand you man are friends, but at the end of the day, it's like, that can't run. It's like, and Rio spoke on that. I watched Rio with he was on Mo Gilligan's podcast, and he said PK when United played Arsenal and PK and Fabregas swapped shirts, and he said the United players ripped him for months after that, and rightfully so with that. He's the up on that day. You know what I mean? If you're in a United shirt and your friends in a Liverpool shirt or Manchester City shirt, I don't even care if it's Brighton Hove Albion. He's an up. Don't be hugging him up. You know what I mean? Never mind just him being in a City shirt or a Liverpool shirt or a Leeds shirt makes it even worse. But I suppose that's us with that old school mentality. And because I remember, again, when Rio spoke on it, I think Lampard and Gerrard spoke on it as well. When he went to England, there was cliques. There was a Chelsea clique, a United clique, a Liverpool clique.
They always used to sit at Liverpool table, Chelsea table, United table during dinner and everything. Yeah.
Love it. That's what it is, man.
But you know what, though? Like, they're not even safe in the tunnel. Because I remember one time City played Arsenal. And I think it was 6-3 to City. It was that mad game. And I'm sure after that game, Cazorla was in the tunnel. So obviously, like, a lot of Man City's trainers were Spanish at the time. And he was hugging one of the trainers. I think he must have, like, been from the Spain national team or whatever. I don't know. But he was hugging up the Spanish guy. And the Arsenal fans were going crazy because Man City always released the footage of the tunnel, like the tunnel cam. And you could see him like hugging up City players after the game. And, you know, like all the Arsenal players went to the changing room and he was just in the tunnel with the City players and all that. And people were going mad at him for that. And it's just like, at the end of the day, I know these players don't feel the same way that fans feel. Like, they're not going to go home and cry because they got beat. Like, Liverpool could beat Man United 15-0 and your players aren't going to cry. Like, they're probably going to go home and be like,
I'd cry if that happened. I'd definitely cry.
I'd cry, but in happiness.
You'd cry. He'd die of alcohol poisoning. You know?
Yeah. But, you know what? Just to cut you off, I'd die of alcohol poisoning. By the 6th goal, it's a wrap. Straight JD to the head and that, not even no mix-up.
That'd be a night out job for me.
We know that, like, obviously they don't feel the same way, but as long as I don't see that, as long as I see that they're pissed off, like, that's fine. Like, when we lost that final to Wigan and the players were crying on the grass, I was like, great, this is great. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see them going off, shaking hands with the Wigan players. Great. I seen Nastasic, I think it was, get on the floor and cry. I was like, good. That's what you do.
That's mad. You just bring back old school players.
Yeah, so like, I remember it was him. He was crying his eyes out. I was like, good. This is what I want. Because, you know, I don't care if they don't care, but you need to pretend that you care at least. Do you know what I mean? In front of the fans, because people pay a lot of money to go and watch you. And if you don't turn up, like, even the derby, like, we needed points at that point in the season, and Stones is hugging up Maguire. You know, imagine if we lost the league by 2 points. That we could have got them 2 points that game. You know, so I think they just need to. Bear in mind more the fans, because like Aguero,
there's a time and a place, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's a time and a place.
Aguero gets it, but not every player gets it. Like, that's why in that derby, I was like, the passion people were missing. Phil Foden ain't hugging no United players. He's a City fan.
Same with
He ain't hugging them up. You know, Fernandinho, is more likely to grip people up. I know he did play in that game, I think, but he wasn't hugging no one. And, you know, Aguero, them sorts of players are who you want. The players that, even if they, you know, have a great relationship with players, you don't know. You know, you'd have to actually follow them on social media to know that they're friends with United players. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Make a valid point. But yo, you lot in the comments, mods, if you are here, obviously this is free in the morning. Make sure you hit the like button on the video if you're watching on YouTube. Let us know how many likes we are on. Also, make sure you share this across all your socials, because if you're up at this time, you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you should be watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. We are under 60 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. We have also applied for the membership as well. So it's been sent off tonight to be reviewed. So hopefully the membership should be launching some point this week. And they said it's in like 24 hours, but you never know. So yeah, we will be launching the Sarcasm City TV membership. Great perks. You have to big up Yan City for that, you lot, because she came in with like 90% of the stuff. So yeah, they'll see that she is smiling as usual. But yeah, big up Harris. He says, flawless. Will we beat Arsenal though? Yes, I do believe we'll beat Arsenal. Simply because of just the match winners we have. That's it. Like every time I predict Manchester United to win matches, it's simple. I say the same shit. That's my same answer to every question. It might change a little bit considering on form and who's suspended, who's injured, etc., and who the opposition is and what form they're in and who's suspended or injured for them. But the individuals we have.
They've got Pepe. Who? They've got Pepe, the match winner. Big time winner.
Pepe, how many matches has he won them? One.
Pure. The one against Man United.
What pure? Say that again. What did you just say, Ryan?
Well, you said one and I went if that. Like,
yeah, it's
that. Don't win games.
Tell him again and that. So yeah, match winners, they got Saka, Lacazette's in good form, and that's it.
Sorry. The game this weekend is the one he's gonna win.
All right, okay. See that she's trying to put this.
I hope he does. She's
trying to put this out in the universe, innit? Look at you. Look at these pricks. Look at you smiling away.
Second,
if United lose and we win, we go above you on the weekend.
Yeah, but we ain't losing though, so it's calm. That's a dream, fam. You MLK over there in a Liverpool shirt. That's all a dream, man. You Biggie over there, innit? It was all a dream. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It was all a dream. That's what that is, Ryan. A dream, fam. You know what I'm saying? A dream. We gonna beat these simply because they got Saka, Lacazette's in form, and that's it. I'm really not worried about these lot. And adding the fact that we lost against Sheffield United, I'm like, all right, that's the kick up the ass we needed. Because had we had won them, our fan base would be fever pitched in terms of confidence. Also, as well, the players would be as well. Because last time we went there, not last time, when we went there and we lost, it was the FA Cup season the FA Cup game when Lingard did the Millie Rock, and we played them again away in the Emirates, and we had gone 8-8, and then they beat us. So our fans were gassed. Yeah, we're gonna win this, blah blah blah, and then that started the downhill for Ollie during that period at the back end of that season. So yes, I think I'm in the minority here, but I think United will win. Go on, what's your thoughts on it?
I can see United winning it because Harris just put up a question before. Thoughts on Bellerin and Xhaka, and that just made me realise United will win this game.
And Luis,
they play for Arsenal, and Luis, but Bellerin and Xhaka are awful footballers, honestly. How is Bellerin a footballer? When I watch him, he's awful. Oh, he's got nothing to him, that guy. Honestly, bloody hell.
Ah, Jesus. Yes, Yancy, what's your thoughts on it? Give us your banter and then give us your actual series.
Yeah, I'd say 7-0 Arsenal still.
Yeah, there you go, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a serious one.
Yeah, that's a serious one, isn't it? What a prick, yo. You love him. You know what? Why did I choose to do a show to say a Liverpool show?
I think you kind of have to win that game. Not because like long run, because I feel like this league is far from over. Like, you know, I had a few people saying like, yeah, City are gonna win the league. But I just think it's early days. Like, as much as I think we could win it.
The comments is wild, and this is a compliment for you. I said big up the light. I know you ain't talking about me or Ryan. I said big up the light skin thing, innit? My guy, innit? I rate it still. She's good looking. You get me? I can't even be mad at him, you get what I'm saying? And that.
Me.
He's definitely talking about. He's definitely you.
How do you know? It could be you. It could be Ryan.
Is it right? I ain't no light skin thing, Ryan. That might be you.
You just needs to comment saying who.
Yeah.
Comment, who do you mean?
But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think like
You got my guy Daniel.
Where every game at the moment there's a lot of pressure because obviously if you lose, like I've said the whole time, like if you don't win every game at the moment, there's going to be people that are behind you ready to overtake you. Like I think if Man United lose and Leicester win, Leicester go above you. So
who do Leicester play?
God knows. But
I'll have a look, please, Ryan, please.
But that's what it's like at the moment. So I think Man United kind of have to win. But that's why I think it might actually be a draw, because I think both teams have to win. Because Arsenal are on the same points as Chelsea. So they're going to want to either stay with Chelsea or go above Chelsea if Chelsea drop points. So I think both teams need to win. And for that reason, it might be a case of you both go for it, like the derby, and it ends in a draw. So I think
Leicester have got Leeds, by the way.
Leicester got, where is that? Is that
Leicester?
Is that Leicester? Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. See, why not? So the light skin applies to all three.
This guy got a while, and you know, I know this is a late show and that, but you lot are acting crazy right now, isn't it? He's not crazy in that.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Big up Jeremiah and that. It's a Mazza and that. It's about your
avoiding me on this.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I would
fall in at some point so I can cuss him out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with this talks. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea in the mud if Arsenal go ahead of them.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And speaking of that, big up Lewis. You'll catch me. I'll be on Lewis's channel 6 p.m. the Premier League show and that on there with me, Slav, who is a Spurs fan, and B Havs, who's an Arsenal fan. So make sure you tune in. And then you can catch Lewis on this channel on 8 p.m. with myself and Tox Agenda FC. And then 10 p.m. you get myself and the lovely Yan City doing Giardham City Meets Man United podcast at 10. The work don't stop. And then after that, Saturday, you get 11:45. You know what I'm saying? Just before midday, you get Giardham City with the two beautiful black queens, Yan City and Rose. Then 5 o'clock, you get Arsenal versus Manchester United, the social media El Clasico live watch along, which is going to be absolutely fire. You get what I'm saying? And then what else is on that day? I'm trying to do this all off the top of the dome, but I forgot. So I'm going to keep talking just to see if I can remember it.
Which day?
Saturday. I think that's it. Well, Saturday, Talk About It Network special. That's what we've got coming up. 11 p.m. the Talk About It Network special. Myself, Linda, the whole Red Lion gang, Nick, Alan, and Mike will be in the building. And then Sunday, we have the Sarcasm City podcast at 8 p.m. talking Trey Songz, beating up that police officer, the Silhouette Challenge, plus more. And then 11 p.m. we're back for this show, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And then we're into a whole nother week in it. So you get me. I'm very impressed that I remembered all that. You get what I'm saying? And yes, Jan take the bubble out like Big Tuck says. And big up, I
watched it today, so it's like weird.
And big up, I keep her moist in it. Because if I remember correctly, you're from United Central. You're from Saeed's channel. So we appreciate the donation. Thank you. And your woman, wife, other half is very lucky if that is the case. You get what I'm saying? But that's a whole other thing for another show. You know what I'm saying? Man said, I keep her moist. I rate the confidence. Man said it with chest, you know. Man said it with chest. I rate it. All right, Danny DeReal here says, ooh, this is a good question. Better first touch, Zidane or Bergkamp? Yo, you love these trivia ones, innit? You know what I'm saying? Man said better first touch, Zidane or Bergkamp. They're two of the most technical, savvy ballers I've ever seen. Like I say, Bergkamp scored. I think Bergkamp's goal against Newcastle is probably the best Premier League goal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's a better goal.
I don't get how that's possible.
Yo, he did that in like 98. It's 2021, and I'm still trying to figure out how he did it. Man's still trying to figure it. You know what I'm saying? And that man's still like, how did you do that? Like the movement, the ball that came into him wasn't even that great. But man's managed to spin the ball one way with his left foot, spin the other, and get the ball to spin back into his path and shrug man aside, innit? I think Dabby's ass is still there turning at St. James's Park. Mazel. Nuts.
Arsenal used to have some ballers, you know.
Yes, they did.
Much as we go in on them now, they used to have some bloody good ballers.
Yeah, And so, yo, salute to man's got I keep a moist 69. You know, that's a mad username. I rate the confidence. I just seen the 69 at the end.
Burner account.
This is not my burner account because I'd go all out. I'm going all out if I'm doing that. I'm saying I'm more than I keep them. I am going all out, but this is not the show for that. If this was Sarcasm City podcast, then I'd be like, yo, man would say this, and yeah. We ain't going there, but yo, love for the super chat. But yeah, we need to answer better first touch. Zidane or Bergkamp? I'd probably go Zidane.
I know.
Just because he's 2-footed. So I go Zidane in it. He can control the ball with his left as well as he probably could with his right, but he's close. What are you lot saying?
I'm too young. I've only seen YouTube clips.
Right.
If I'm being honest.
You're definitely old enough to remember. Who are you saying?
I'm like 21.
Whatever, man.
Oh.
Whatever, man. And the rest. You know what I'm saying? And the change. You know what I'm saying? A strong change in that. Look, big up Lewis as well with his agenda.
That's a hard one. It's not. I'd probably say Zidane altogether, but Bergkamp's a player and a half.
Yeah. Slen's Talk says, which channel gives you fresh content at 3:18 a.m.? Hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, that's big facts, and we appreciate that. Let me know how many mods, because I know there's some mods in the chat. Let me know how many likes we are on in the video. Keep subscribing. We need to get to 2K. You know what I mean? Yo, clip it. Yo, I've been saying this, innit? I've been saying, and Tox, that's my brother as well, people. But yeah, Tox, I've been saying this and that. You're not confident. Let me know, Tox, I'm serious. I'm confident we're going to beat them. And I can
see it being a draw, to be honest. Man.
A draw is a very likely result, but I can see us.
I don't think Arsenal will win. I can't see Arsenal winning the game, to be honest.
And I've got 80. Well, I've not got £80 riding on it, but there's an 8. Shout out Lauren, she's not here, but she was like, she's that confident.
Oh, yeah, I saw that comment.
She was dropping. No, first she said, I'll drop a £40 super chat if United win, and then a day later she's like, I'll drop an £80 super chat. I was like, I'm taking a picture. Yeah, let's go, man. You not got no faith in that. Where's all the Ollie inners and that? I thought Ollie's at the wheel, but you not got no confidence. Why am I just riding this bandwagon by myself? Man is a solo guy, innit? Man is solo.
£80 if you win or if they win.
No, if United win, she's dropping an £80 super chat, she said.
Wow.
Like, I don't have to bet no. She just said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just on a stream and she was like, I'm that confident. I'll drop a 39. She said 39.99 super chat. And then a day later, it was on a stream. And then she was like, it was the watch along, whoever Arsenal played last. And she was like, I'll drop a £80 super chat if you lot win in it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a picture of this. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. Gone are the days where I used to bet on football.
Oh, yeah, I don't bet. She said it, innit?
I lost too much money from it.
Yeah.
Learned my lesson the hard way.
Top 5 football jerseys, in your opinion?
Oh.
You know what? Number 1.
It's really not.
Your own club, because there's too many.
Like, we can pick from your own club, though. Let's go. I think United's away kits I always like, because I don't really like the color red. I never really like our home kits. Our black away kits are always fire. I like the black away kits.
Gold kits, man.
Yeah, the blue and white ones fire.
But black and gold are always nice.
Yeah, the black kits are always fire. What's the other one now? The blue and white one I like from back in the day as well. Trying to think. Yeah, yo, big up Slen's Talk. He's dropping super chats here. Yancy, you supposed to be on this and that? You know what I'm saying? Or did he just drop it?
Dropped it.
All right, okay. I just like giving you grief for no reason because it's deserved.
We'll go back to the question. Who do you think will leave their club first? Klopp or Pep? Had to send through some love for the Kante type work rate by this channel.
Love, man. Love for the super chat and big up for the compliment also. Yan City, we'll let you go first and answer that.
I don't know. I think a lot of Liverpool fans are saying they think Klopp will leave at the end of his contract, which is 2024.
24.
And Pep's just signed a 2-year extension to his. So I think that takes him to 2023. So if Pep leaves at the end of his, then it would be Pep. But I actually can see Pep staying a little bit longer, depending on what happens with City. I think if City win the Champions League, he'll definitely go.
Yeah,
but if they don't, he might, depending on how it's going, he might extend it slightly. So, yeah, I think it'll depend on what City win. If City win the Champions League, Pep will be gone before Klopp. But if not, I think it'll be the other way around. That's just the way I see it. It'll all depend on what City win or don't win.
Well, he ain't winning the Champions League, but we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. I think we won't win the Champions League, and I think that's why he'll stay. If we win the Champions League, Pep can leave. It's not going to be a problem. So
he's doing everything he's accomplished. Ryan, same to you. Thoughts?
I do think Pep will probably leave first. I can't see. I hope Klopp never leaves. To be honest, I love the guy, but yeah, I think Pep will leave first. I do actually think Pep will win the Champions League at City at some point. I do think he will. And I think, like Jan said, I've always said when he does win the Champions League, he will leave because I think he'd be like, well, we've done everything. I've done everything I can here. I've won everything here. There's nothing else for me to do. So I think he'll go. And I think, like you said, his contract runs out a bit earlier than Klopp. So I do think Pep will leave before Klopp. I don't think either of them get sacked from the clubs.
No, they won't get sacked.
None of them will get sacked.
Yeah. With it, I don't think they'll get sacked. And again, both Jan City and Ryan have spoken on it. It depends on what they win. Like, if Pep wins the Champions League at City, he's accomplished, like, there's nothing else to do. Like, he can try and win the Champions League again. He can go for the Premier League, but, like, you've fulfilled everything you was brought in to do. You was brought in to win all the trophies. He was brought in to win back-to-back leagues. He was brought in to win FA Cups, League Cups, and win City their first ever Champions League. So if you do that, you solidify yourself as obviously you're already a Manchester City great anyway. You're already a legend there anyway, but it just solidifies it further and it adds to your legacy. Because the only black mark on your legacy at the minute is you haven't won a Champions League without Barcelona and without Messi. So you kind of get that monkey off your back, so to speak, because you didn't do it at Bayern Munich. And then you went into a team that I think had won the quadruple before that. So that's the one that people look at you funny and like, okay. So yeah, and with Klopp, he has to go again. Like, can you rebuild? You know what I'm saying? It's not going well. You've got a lot of injuries. Do you have the stomach? Do you have the stomach for the fight? Do you have the stomach for the fight? That's what I would say. Yeah. That's what I would say. So yeah, it's Lens talk. And yeah, Talks you wilding when you're saying it's not close on that. Bergkamp, one of the best technical ballers in terms of first touch, was immaculate. Here we go. What other questions we got? What have I missed? You lot talking about kits. Yo, big up Indiana also. Make sure you subscribe to the first, the first 11, and it's the first XI. Big up Igal also in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to EGTV. He's saying 2-1 Arsenal, City to win the league. People arguing in the comments. You love to see it. It's fantastic. Tsunami Jackson says City ain't winning no league. And again, yo, Spencer.
City run away with it now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Big up the yeah, man. Big up the ugly gram as well in that. You know what I'm saying in that. Big up to you. You said good night, everyone. I didn't even clock. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been ghost recently and that. But big up to you also. You know what I'm saying? 35 likes. Someone said we're on. So get us to 40. Get us to 40 because we're an hour and 22 minutes into this. Trying to see what. Jan City. Jeremiah said he's not been avoiding you.
Yeah, no, he's just been avoiding coming on here because, he said he was going to win 4-0 and, went out and then he said he was going to go.
I predicted 8-0 the other day in the comments.
Oh yeah, he's like I said, he's our tie in it. He's Manchester, and I love his optimism. I wish I had. I'm not even trolling. I wish I had Jeremiah's optimism in life. Not just within my football team, just in life. Like this guy always predicts high scores, masterclass from our players. I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe we'll beat Arsenal, yes, but do I believe it'll be a high score? No, I don't. If Ollie picks the right team, it could be 3-1. It could be 3-4-1 if he picks the right team, but he won't. He'll go back to McTominay, Fred, and all that. Big up Indiana, always one flawless streaming while the other two sleep. Yeah, facts, man. You get me? The Stormtroopers are sleeping. Big up Jupe also, because you're here on a regular basis and we troll each other, but salute to you. So this is to be the best show ever. Sorry, other channels. Big up. You know what I'm saying? Jan City, Tox is telling you to undo the bubble and that. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to do it or what, woman?
Have you seen how messy it is?
He doesn't care about all that, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Take it out, trust me.
Okay. This is a great point. Machiavelli says Berbatov better touch them both. What are we saying? It's so hard to judge first touch.
You know what? Lukaku's touch has got to be the best. You can't.
Right. Look at you out here trolling and that. All right, less of that. Less of that.
Touch was a pass.
Less of that. Less of that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's not just that one goal. Bergkamp did that on a regular basis. You remember his goal at Leicester? and this guy was juggling the ball in the box. Someone played a long cross into the box, and man, he controlled it, chipped it up, like 2 kick-ups, flicked it over someone's head. Like, Bergkamp different, fam. I don't think you understand how good Bergkamp was technically. You know what I'm saying? And never mind the goal. You have to be able to do that. That's a first touch goal with his weaker side. But I did say Zidane, by the way, in it. But I'm just saying Bergkamp is up there. Like, if you're talking first touches, he's top 5 in the Premier League. And that's me saying that as a United fan. I think Bergkamp's that good. But Zidane's was cold, though. You know what I'm saying. So what we saying, Berbatov, is he up there?
His first touch was insane, Berbatov. Proper bowler, him.
Yeah, ridiculous and that. It is ridiculous. Pep sacked in 2022. Why do you think that? I don't think Pep will ever. What would Pep have to? This is a good question. I'm gonna ask you, Yancy.
What would Pep get sacked from City?
What would Pep have to do to get sacked? Like not win the league for like 4 years in a row?
Maybe want to make top 4 or something, which ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Even if he didn't make top 4, they wouldn't sack him.
Yeah, Pep ain't getting sacked.
Instantly, like Pep said, if he doesn't do what he's expected to do, he will leave. Like last season, obviously they didn't have the best season. That's why people were saying, is he gonna leave? But he decided to stay. But he did say, if I'm not doing what I need to do, I will leave. So yeah, he won't get sacked. City won't sack him. They waited too long to get him. That was planned way in advance. City will have the next manager in mind. They'll be putting that in motion already. City don't.
They plan ahead.
Yeah, we're not a club who act sort of as things happen. Like City have a 5-year plan at all times.
Yeah.
So they'll know who they want, you know, what they want to do. And that's why like even in the summer we didn't buy a striker, because they kind of left it a bit too late. Because obviously their plan was to replace Aguero at the end of this season. But they didn't realise that Aguero was going to get injured and Gabby would be out so much. So they kind of suffered a little bit, but...
Aguero
doesn't normally get injured till later on in the season. So I think they thought they had longer. But Aguero obviously hasn't played this season very much. So they're kind of a bit, you know, now they're going to go and get someone. I'm hoping it's Haaland, but he's linked with Chelsea, United, everyone but City.
You know what? I don't see the hype. Obviously, I've not watched a lot of him, but when I have watched him the few times, he gives me Lukaku vibes. Great goal scorer, absolutely phenomenal goal scorer. If you want goals, he's your guy. Like his goal scoring record shows that. But in terms of
everything else, we just need forward.
You just need that, but I think Pep wants someone with more tech. With that being said, I'm surprised to hear you say that actually, because I know you like your technical ballers, Ryan.
I agree with you. He doesn't. To me, he doesn't strike me as a Pep player.
Yeah, not in the slightest. Pep likes technical ballers in that. You don't like people controlling the ball with their shin pads. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want, and he strikes me. Like I said, I've not seen a lot of him, so I could be wrong. I'm just saying, when I've watched him the few times I have, he gives me Lukaku vibes. Fantastic goal scorer. But in terms of link up and giving goals and stuff, I don't get it. He just seems like a great goal. And if you're in the 90s, you're calm with that. If it's in the era where you're playing 2 up front, you're calm. I think Lukaku's like that. That's it. And today, when you're playing 1 up front, your overall game means more. Whereas if you're playing in a 4-4-2 era, it's okay. You can have your Inzagis and that. Imagine Inzaghi in this era. He'd die. He's not playing for Juventus. Inzaghi, 1 up front. The man who Fergie said was born offside. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, is what it is. But Tsunami Jackson says, who's better, Drogba or Henry? I'm a big Drogba fan, but it's Henry.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry.
I love Drogba as well, but yeah, Henry, man.
It's Henry. Oh, this is interesting. You really pulling it back. I can't remember best striker of the 2000s. To me, Samuel Eto'o.
Me, I was only born in the late.
I only started watching football.
He was born in the late 80s, fam. Stop lying in it. She was born in the late 80s. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was born in the late 80s. You know what I'm saying? Mid 80s and that. You know what I'm saying?
Best striker of the 2000s gotta be.
He's up there. He's up there. Someone name some more names, but what I'm saying is he's up there. That the Barcelona side he was a part of, to me, is the best one I've seen.
Yeah,
I think that was the better one.
from what I remember, I'd probably say Henry again, to be honest. Like, obviously, I didn't really watch Barcelona in the 2000s, but I know Eto'o was brilliant. But yeah, I would say Henry for me.
That Eto'o, Ronaldinho, Messi, like that with Iniesta, Yaya, Xavi, that Barcelona team, I think is the best one.
Crazy, yeah, crazy.
Yes.
But that, like, I don't know, because Messi kind of broke through like towards the end of the 2000s. Because Pep went there like 2000.
I can't remember,
2008, they won all them trophies on it. It was late.
2008-9, I think.
Yeah, it was late. It was at the end.
When they beat United,
was he not
in the Champions League final.
Was he not part of the old? Was he not?
The end of the 2000s, sort of probably 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Whereas the start of
sorry, this comment made me laugh. Sorry to cut you off, yo. This is funny, yo. Lewis is a prick. Hold up, wait. Let me get to it. I just moved it. Hold up. Mustafa, I disagree with that, but it is what it is. This guy a fool, Man said drug was clear of that food merchant. You're a fool, Lewis is mad funny, Ooh, I think he's clear of that. But that being said, there's so many, because Toxa said they're original Ronaldo. I'm trying to remember who was around. Shevchenko's in there as well.
Yeah, because 2000s, like the early 2000s, would have been like when Henry was killing it, and the end would have been like that Barcelona side that was killing it. So
wait, when that Barcelona side 06, the first one I'm talking about, did they not win it? When did they beat Arsenal in the FA Cup? In the Champions League final?
06, 05, maybe.
It was 06. That Barcelona side is the one I'm talking about. So you have to put, I'm not saying Eto's in there, but I'm just saying Messi. Yeah, Messi's a part of that. Is Brazilian Ronaldo? When did he fall off? I can't remember. We're talking. This is tough. That's what I'm saying. There's no.
My memory.
There's no right or wrong answer. I don't know. It's tough. Mate. Very, very tough. Yo, Muds, let us know how many likes we are on in the video also in that. Lewis is a joker in that. Yeah, see?
That's the real one. Sean Gerrard. That was my favorite guy when I was young.
Man said, all right, relax. If we're just gonna start talking silly, I think you need to go sleep, love. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's time for bed.
Look. The goat and he will score.
Honestly. Oh wait, Dupe MCFC asked before, who's more skillful, Bernardo Silva or Mahrez? I think you're in a better position to answer
that. Do you know what? Mahrez's talent is unreal, but in the City squad, he's not. I don't know, like Bernardo Silva in the City squad. I don't know. Because the talent that Mahrez has got is next level.
Yeah, it is.
You don't really see it at City. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's trying step overs and stuff, and it's just like, just pass the ball. That's what you're there for. But yeah, his first touch is brilliant.
Yeah. And then Jude literally asked just after that, Ryan, who's more skillful, Salah or Minamino? They're both crap, to be honest. Yeah, they're both rubbish. Nah, Minamino, like, oh God, I keep forgetting he even plays for us. I hardly see him play anymore. I don't rate him, to be fair. He's too, when you look at him, he seems all right technically on the ball, but he's so, like, lightweight. Like, you could just see he needs to proper start to beef himself up a bit because he's proper skinny, him. Yeah.
Yeah. Mahrez is skinny. Oh my gosh. His legs are like sticks.
Why are you always dissing Mahrez, man? What's wrong with you? You're always sending shots at him. No, I'm talking about him.
Skinny.
Oh. I'm talking about you, Yan City, calling him the Algerian Nathan Redmond and that. What's wrong with you?
Mahrez's quality is. Did you see his goal the other day?
That was a good goal. I tweeted at the time Mahrez scored or something saying, Salah, take notes. That's how you dribble or something like that.
Yo, Chris, you still hurt by that, innit? Let it go, man. It was like 15 years ago, man. It's okay.
Nah, losing your only Champions League final.
Say that again, Ryan. Say that again.
Losing your only Champions League final, honestly. That would never. I wouldn't know because I've seen my clubs won 6 Champions Leagues. But yeah, I don't like to boast about it.
I like that
That's
subtle
a good
flex.
question. That would you
is it?
rather get
Go
to
on.
a Champions League final and lose,
Mhm.
or get to a Europa League final? Wait, let me think.
Wait, what? Yeah, you need to
And
put this
win.
together.
I was gonna say
Hey,
and win,
I just
but
want
obviously
to say,
winning
people,
a
you can tell your auntie's in bed, innit? She talking in riddles and that. Go on, love. Get it together.
I was going to say, would you rather get to a Champions League final and lose, or get to Europa League final and win? But then I thought it's obviously going to take a trophy
Yeah, of course.
over not
Yeah, I'd take Europa League.
I'll take a trophy, innit?
Yeah, but I don't know. Would you rather? Okay, so I don't
Here we
know.
go.
Would you rather get to? Would you rather? I'm just thinking, yeah, I would hate to get to a Champions League final and lose. That must feel like
Been
I'd
there.
rather not get there. Like, I think I'd rather go at an earlier round, because it's like someone was saying the other day, like, in terms of like cups and stuff. Like, if you get knocked out of the FA Cup in the 4th round, everyone kind of forgets you were in it.
Yeah, it's like us.
You lose
do
the
that every year.
final, it's peak. Like, no one's forgotten about that final that we lost to Wigan. We
Never.
beat
Yeah, that's
Chelsea.
because you lost to Wigan.
Yeah. Well, we beat Chelsea in the round before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mad.
Yo, Lewis is my guy, you know. I wish he was a United fan. He is my guy, though. I just messaged you back as well, Lewis. I got you in it. You know what I'm saying? I got
I
you.
love
But
it.
yeah.
When you go into the Liverpool Museum, and at the end of the thing, you've got all 6 Champions Leagues behind glass all together. Beautiful sight. Beautiful
Oh,
sight.
it is. But yeah, I've seen my team lose 2 champions. I erase, like I say this all the time, I erase all Manchester United losses from my memory. You know that thing in Men in Black? I forget it. So when people be like, oh, United lost the final in 2011, I forgot about it. I don't remember. It was bad enough at the time. I don't want to remember us not winning it. You get me? I don't want to remember it 10 years later or 5 years later. Because I've seen United lose 2 Champions League finals. Devastated. Absolutely. I'm still not over it now. Fucking devastated. I'm not over it now. What are you laughing at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If my captain slipped on his ass as well, I would forget it too, Lewis. You get what I'm saying? And I'd forget it too. You know what I mean? Captain Fantastic in it. JT and that. Mr. Chelsea.
Oh, that day still hurts. That day.
It's great, man. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I've seen my team win the Champions League and JT slip on his ass and hit the post. And then I've seen Steven Gerrard slip and cost Liverpool a league title. It's great. Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. And I just need to see, you get me, Jesus score our own goal and that to cost City, you get me, the Champions League final. And my life is complete.
And I think Champions League.
Oh, does it? And shame you. The rest of your team doesn't know, does it? You know what I'm saying? Look at Ryan.
That goes deep. I want to say, there's nothing like winning the Champions League, you know. There's nothing like winning the Champions League.
Nothing like it. Different feeling. And having seen your team win it. I've seen my team win it twice in the same season in my lifetime. You saying what now? No one can't say that. I'm saying different gravy in it.
I've seen us win it more recently.
Say that again?
I've seen us win it more recently.
Yeah, it's what, isn't it? Recency bias. I've seen my team lift the Premier League and Champions League twice in the same season. What?
We should have done it in 2019.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, didn't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't us. You know what I'm saying? And that. You lot are one. You get me? Like KJ said, what type of champions are you? One season, one trophy a season. That's one at a time in it. One trophy a season. In that. That's you lot. Can't do doubles and trophies like us. You know
if you're telling me we're going to get a trophy this season, I'll be buzzing because it's either got to be the Premier Champions League now.
Are you out of the FA? Oh yeah, we knocked you out of the FA Cup.
You knocked it out last week. Yeah.
It is what it is. Yo, big up John as well, man. Locked in from all the way from Singapore and that. Big up John. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's a Spurs fan, so he's in dire straits right now. You know what I'm saying? So John, I hope you are coping over there. I hope it's warm in Singapore. I don't know how lockdown's going. Let us know in it, but I hope you are blessed. And that result hasn't dampened whatever time it is over there. I don't know if it's day, night time. Let us know in it. Hope it's not dampening your spirits too much. Let us know how many likes we are running it. We should be on 40 right now. Here we go. Danny says Messi, Eto'o, Ronaldinho, or Messi, Neymar, Suarez.
Messi, Suarez, Neymar was.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're younger than me though, innit? So you're gonna remember them.
I'd
But
say
yeah,
that- I love
Messi, Suarez, Neymar's the best I've seen.
okay.
That was
Just-
insane.
just Ronaldinho, man.
Yeah.
I love Ronaldinho. That would be the first one.
I do think Prime Suarez, I would put Prime Suarez over Prime Eto'o though.
I think it's just that team. Weren't they the team? Weren't the first trio the ones that won the 6 trophies in one season though?
Yes. That's the best one. I said this.
I used to have a Barcelona t-shirt with all that, like with their thing on the back. Like I've never supported Barcelona.
You sure?
I bought that t-shirt. Like it literally had all the treble, it had all the names on the back. Madness. That Yaya Toure was in that squad. Henri. There was pure people in there. People in that squad. Crazy.
That squad was fire. Like I said, that's probably that Barcelona side. I'm talking probably next to United. Outside of United, I'll say is the best club side I've ever seen. Is that one? It had everything because they had Puyol and Marquez at the back. I think Abidal was the left back. I don't think Alves was there. Alves might have been there.
I think Alves was there.
Was he there? It was Alves. The only weakness was the goalkeeper. I never rated Valdez.
Yeah, I never rated him. I never rated Gerrard Piqué either.
Wow, shots fired. Nah, he was good then and he fell off.
Piqué.
He was good and then he fell off. But yeah, the thing is with Valdez, why don't you goal line goalkeeper in it? Man never came for nothing.
Oh, he's saying that's Messi, Eto'o, and Henri. So Ronaldinho must have left.
Yeah, Ronaldinho left just before. I think when Pep joined Barca, he got rid of him.
Nah, I hear that. What other questions we got?
Can't tell you anything.
Yes, Lewis Maguire is Captain Fantastic out here doing bits. You know what I'm saying? He's playing next to Lindelof. You know what I'm saying? He's doing 2 man's jobs, innit? You lot need to let him know and that. Oh, stay over there in Singapore. Yo, big up Will also in the building and that. You know what I'm saying? Big up Will.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah, man. John just write the day off and that. Yeah, Slens, I'm with this. This is pretty much my energy in it. Any team with a prime Ronaldinho, yes, that's pretty much it in it. Like wherever he goes. Oh, we got the sex.
I never saw him play live. You know, that's the only player that I've ever watched live that I haven't seen.
Oh, this is a good one. We'll start with you, Yan City. Better left back, Roberto Carlos or Ashley Cole?
Ooh. Ashley Cole was one of the best that there's been for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I'd say Ashley Cole, man. He was just. We haven't had anyone anywhere near as good since. So.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Because the thing is with Ashley Cole, not only was he solid defensively, offensively he was good as well. Whereas Roberto Carlos, yes, offensively different. Defensively, not so much. Defensively, not so much.
Was Ashley Cole part of the Invincibles? And then he went to Chelsea?
Yeah, I think he was, yeah.
So
and then he went to Chelsea, yeah.
You go Invincible and you're part of that defense alone. You know, it's mad.
Marcelo was better than both of them.
Alright, that's you showing your age there, fam. How old are you? 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shows. Yeah, that's why I forgive your sins in it. You know what I'm saying? In that.
Yeah, we're both 21, innit?
Yeah, we're both 21.
Don't let her put her age on you like that, fam.
People 31. You got people 31 in this
21 club here.
Yeah, you got people.
Oh damn! Nah, don't. It's gonna start all these 2021 and 21 and 21 and all that rubbish. I was just going to that comment now.
Here we go. Gonna ask Hazard versus Salah, but then I realized Ryan rates Salah as much as I did.
Hazard is clear of Salah. He's on a different planet to him.
Hey, speak on it, fam.
Yeah, Hazard could control the ball and keep it close to him. Salah can't. Yeah. Hazard
Salah was good today, though. Salah was good today.
Hazard is clear of fraud Salah.
Right, man called him a fraud, you know. He's the guy who's won you stuff, though. That's the mad thing.
Klopp systems won us stuff, innit?
Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. Woo. Danny DeReal says top 5 fullbacks in your lifetime. All right, we'll go right backs and left backs just to separate the two. We'll start with right backs. Obviously, Alves is up there. Cafu, Gary Neville. Who else? There's got to be more. Come on, Yancy. You know what I'm saying? You my age bracket. You'll know. You know what I'm saying? Or 33 years of age over
Right
there.
now, Joe Cancelo, man.
All right, relax. All right, time to go bed.
He's
Innit?
quality
Relax.
to be fair, Joao Cancelo.
He's not one of the best right backs of all time, innit? Relax, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Will be.
Relax. Fucking hell. You over right backs? I'm trying to think of some more.
Pablo.
Lillian Thuram.
Daniel Carvalho's over there.
Lillian Thuram was cold. He played right, even though he's a centre back, he played right back also. I'm trying to think of more right backs. There's
Philip
4
Lahm?
for you. Lam. There we go. See, that's why I brought Ryan on the show and that. You know what I'm saying? Not just for There we go. Philip Lam in it. That's my 5. Lam, Thuram, Cafu, Neville. What did I say before? Cafu, Alves. That's what I'd say. Man said Zanetti. That's a good shout.
Mm.
Javier Zanetti is another good shout. What are you saying, Yan City?
What, left backs?
Right backs. Sunji High.
Oh.
She gonna say Sunji High. Defo in it.
Nah. It's cool. You're listening.
Sunji High.
I'm
You're going to spam in the comments.
Hello. You know.
I hate Kyle Walker's name in this.
Go on.
Nah. The only right back that we've had that I really liked was Zabaleta. But
Zabaleta's quality. Zabaleta was quality still.
He's a warrior, him. His head used to get mashed up and he'd just go back on the pitch.
Well, isn't it, man? You need that.
Zabaleta was so good.
You need that.
Mika Richards in there.
She's gonna try.
Wasn't even a.
Try. She's gonna try. Left backs. Ashley Cole.
I said Zabaleta's the only one. Ashley Cole has to be the one.
Yeah, for left back. Ashley Cole, Roberto Carlos.
Mendy, got loads of people.
Paolo Maldini in that. Yeah, Paolo Maldini in that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Paolo Maldini.
Alaba left back, all right.
Alaba's a left back. Alaba's a shout. Alaba's definitely a shout. I think it could be up there if he continues his trajectory. Alphonso Davies. Obviously, you can't put him in there now, but if he carries on. You know what I'm saying? And that. And no, I don't have a what's it called, an agenda against Bruno. Man, I'm wilding, and don't spam.
Yeah, he said it 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
I hate sarcasm.
You have to get relegated, did it? That's from the what's it called, isn't it? The Thai thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's the Thai thing.
Right, get relegated.
Yeah, because it's because
I saw that.
That's hilarious. That's because of the
against Bruno.
Yeah, I don't have an agenda against Bruno. He just disagrees with me, innit?
I have an agenda against Bruno.
See that? Jan City has an agenda against
every rival fan has an agenda against that.
Exactly.
He gives the ball away 100 times a game.
But because I criticize him if he gives the ball away, like 50 times in a game and we don't win, people will criticize. I've criticized everyone fairly.
How many did he give away last night?
What did he tell us his numbers? Statman told me his numbers, but I can't remember. I know it wasn't good though. But that's him. He hasn't played well in a long time. Take out the FA Cup game. He hasn't in the Premier League. I don't think he scored or assist for like 5 games.
That's a good question.
Oh.
Have we missed any questions?
If you could change the result of one match in the history of football, what would it be and why? Definitely that Aguero goal. Without question. You know what I'm saying?
For me.
That's a great question.
I'd probably say that Tottenham game in the Champions League. Just because I think that was our best chance of winning the Champions League.
I reckon you would have won it if you'd have got through.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, didn't.
No, yeah, but it's saying if you could change the result, you should have didn't win the 2012, innit?
Yeah, it's 2012, innit?
I know which result I'd change. Yeah, I got it.
Go on.
A couple of years ago when City won the back-to-back title, I'd change the last day of the season where Brighton would get something against City and we'd have won the league title that day and would have probably won the league and Champions League in the same season. I'd change the Brighton City result so City didn't win that game. That's the result I'd change.
Fair enough. Hey, Chris, you ain't beating us. You know what I'm saying? So relax on that, man. You Arsenal, you lot 8th and wherever you are in the table, in it, mid-table fodder. That's you.
He's just trolling at the bottom of the comments.
Yo, big up.
Yeah.
Yo, big up my boy Deviant. Where did this comment go? But yeah, salute to Deviant anyway. That's my boy Deviant. He said I get rid of the 6-1 against City. To be honest, that was terrible. But the thing is, though, what happened at the end of that season? What year was that? You all know Yan City.
No, I think City won it that year, didn't they?
2012. That was the same season as Aguero, I think.
Was that the same season? Really?
I think
yeah, no wonder I erased that from my memory. That's why I don't remember. That's why I have to ask you. I know, you know.
Start of the season, and then the away leg was the company 1-0 towards the end. The away leg, as in at our place. I think that was in the year before, the end of the year before, if I'm not mistaken.
Ishan, he said, "When do you change the Barcelona result for us?" The Champions, it was between one of the Champions League finals and that one, but just that City, it's just the manner in which they did it. Yeah. That's what it is.
And I think that set City off to go how they've done. Whereas if they don't win that, things change, probably.
That's it, innit?
Like, if we wouldn't have won it, we probably would have gone all out and got Van Persie. And then maybe the next season would have been ours, but it would have gone differently, I think.
That's it. So that's why I would have took it away from them, because that started their whole trajectory. Flawless, would you want Ralph Ragnick as an assistant coach to Oli? Who would you want as an assistant coach to Oli? In terms of my knowledge of assistant coaches, ain't like that, but I'd want someone who was tactically savvy. You just need someone who's tactically good next to him, tactically savvy. That's what he needs in that. Someone who's tactically savvy next to him. So that's what I'm saying on that, because his man management skills are second to none. The players love him. All his man management skills are on point. Yeah. The mood's good. The harmony's good. What he's done with the squad is great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ishan is creative player. His job to create. Course, you lose the ball. That's cool, but you praise him when he pulls it off. But then when he doesn't pull it off, you have to criticize him. He's not.
He just needs to be more sensible, doesn't he? He just has to have a bit of intelligence about him to know when to just keep the ball at times.
Yes, like I say, to me, it's decision making. So, for instance, if Bruno picks up the ball and there's a through ball on and he doesn't make the through ball, I won't criticize it. Yeah. But if the through ball's not on and he tries to play it, that's when I'm more harsh. But like I said in it, man talk about agendas. He has an agenda because he won't see any issue with that. Man just told him Bruno lost the ball 25 times in a game we lost 2-1, and he's not criticized Bruno at all. I'm number 10, against bottom in the league. But when I talk about things like this, it makes me seem like I'm negative, but I'm just speaking the facts. You know what I'm saying in that? But it is what it is. Lost the ball 25 times, So even if 5 of those passes were better, we might have scored a goal from one of them. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, it's never for England like that, honestly.
I don't know, yeah. I mean,
I'm not England none of us are riding for England like that.
I was only looking forward to it if England won the World Cup, because it would have meant a week of nights out and everything.
That would have been
a week of nights out.
It would be popping if England ever won the Cup.
I didn't really care, to be honest. I didn't lose any sleep over it.
Now, here's the thing, though. If England would have won the World Cup, I'm not an England fan, but I'm not against England winning it. They would not shut up about it. They would not shut up about it.
It'd be a bank holiday and everything.
They still talk about 66 like that was last year. They bang on about like it was last year. That's above our parents' generation is 66. Never mind us.
Every England player would go up by about 100 mil.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jesse Lingard going on the loan to West Ham be about £100 million deal now.
Definitely. Without question. There's already English tax. Anyway, if it's an England player, he won a World Cup with England. He didn't even play, so he was there.
What do you think of Flawless? What do you think of Lingard's loan, by the way?
I'm happy for him. I think he'll do well there.
Yeah. His first game will be against us, won't it?
Oh, yeah. He's scoring a banger in that. Oh, yeah. He's definitely scoring. Oh, yeah. Someone let me know as well if West Ham played Arsenal away yet. I don't know if they have him. If not, he's going to dance on the pitch. Definitely in that. But yeah, what I was going to say, Lingard's move, I still think there's a place in the squad for him. So I'm sad on that part, but I'm happy for him because I believe he'll thrive there and he needs game time. He's a good player. Good player.
I don't think he's a bad player. I think there's a decent, but he gets a lot of unfair stick, and he's not an amazing footballer. Is he good enough to be starting regularly for United? No. Like you said, he's he's a good squad player.
Yes.
I think he's gotten a lot of unfair stick over the last few years.
But you know what that is? That's on the way he's been managed because McTominay is getting that now. Because McTominay could be a good squad player, but the fact he's being played as a first teamer, everybody's judging him as a first teamer, and that's not his fault. But he's not good enough to be a first teamer. McTominay is now in that boat because he can do a job. McTominay should just come in, like, be in the side for certain games and then be out, and then we shouldn't see him. He shouldn't be starting week in, week out because he's not good enough. Like against you lot, even though we won the game. Wait, what's it you lot? Yeah, against Liverpool, he was awful, and we actually played well, but he was awful. Gave the ball away, getting caught on the ball, doesn't receive it, doesn't show for it. Like he always, how you playing centre mid and is centre back? Well, not centre back. We are playing centre mid, and the guy next to you in centre mid has double the amount of touches. You got 45, man's got 90. Man's got 95 and stuff like that. Like it is. Lewis says change Arsenal 3-1 and Chelsea would be top of the league. Plus Mikel Arteta sacked. Yeah, I blame Chelsea for that. Lampard deserved that.
Yeah, Chelsea caused Arsenal to go on this road.
Chelsea started Arsenal's resurgence. Well, we put in a stop to that tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? Fours hammer and that. Stopping that not tomorrow.
Chelsea made Xhaka look good.
They did. Xhaka scoring bangers in that. You know what I'm saying? Xhaka scoring
This
bangers.
is a good question, actually.
Go on. Which one?
Danny, the Ritos FC. Prime Xavi or Prime Scholes? Prime Scholes. Xavi was overrated. I don't care what anyone says.
Wow. I said Xavi was overrated. Yeah, you wilded with that. You're 21 though, so I forgive you.
I'm not saying Xavi was a bad player or anything. He's a top player, but I think like the likes of Scholes and Pirlo were better than him. I just rated them higher than him. I always thought Xavi was a bit overrated. Doesn't mean I didn't rate him as a player. He was still quality. But I'd definitely put Prime Scholes over Prime Xavi.
Yeah, Facts and Action says, also, Flawless, I've said that Bruno was poor versus Sheffield, but you haven't said it to me, though. You jumped on the stream and in the comments talking about I have an agenda. But then when I call you out on it, you say he was poor and that. And who's my favorite players? That's what I want to know. Who don't I call out? You know what I mean? I called out everyone on the reaction yesterday, innit? I said everybody was poor. So who's my favorite players that I don't call out? And I've said it today as well. But, you know, it is what it is, isn't it?
I always treat my players the same.
Yeah, you do. So do I. And
yeah, I mean, if any of the frauds play well, like I did earlier on in the show, I'll give them credit.
Yeah.
And if any of my favorite players play bad, I'll say it.
Yeah, I don't have agendas in that. People try to push that on me because man jumped in the chat talking about agenda, this and that, but didn't criticize Bruno until I said it. Yeah, Bruno was poor yesterday, but you can watch the streams I've been on today, the match reaction yesterday. And the watch along, I criticized everybody. But man, they're telling me I won't criticize my favorite players, innit? It don't make sense, innit? But you lot, that's you lot's agendas, innit? But it is what it is. When did they change the rule that lone players can play against their parent club? How did they change that rule? Big on my guy.
I didn't even know they changed it.
Club, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it's
be able to say whether you would let him play against him or not, because I remember we had who was that player that we bought and loaned out? I can't remember his name. He played for Huddersfield, and we said that he could play against us.
He's a fool, yo. He's a fool, man. Big up Lewis. He says Billy Gilmore over Scholes over Xavi. He's not being serious, people. That's why you see him on Sarcasm. That's why we work together. You know what I'm saying? It's not always serious. The gal says, "Do you ever sleep, mate?" No, I don't. In it, never ever in it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Man's got work to do in it. We gotta get to this work, man. We trying to get to this bag in it. We can't all be tucked up in bed looking lovely like Yan City in it. Some of us gotta work in it. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that right, Yan City?
Some people have a team meeting in 6 hours. That's
always what it is. Oh yeah, you got a team meeting, but you be streaming from work anyway. You like someone said in the comments, Yan City
work for 10 and
Yan City be Skyping work to chill with the man them. Someone said that in the comments. I was dying.
Do you know what? Yeah, right now it's so quiet in the house because all 3 boys do not want to communicate with me. It's great. Or 2 out of the 3 don't want to communicate.
All right, it's not that type of show, but what happened? What did you do to a minute?
No, nothing. They're just quiet. They're like,
oh, right, okay. Right.
They're not interested.
If Chelsea win against Liverpool in 04-05, did they beat that? Yes, I do. I think they believe it. I think they do.
That Milan team was top though, but I think that the fact we did, Chelsea, that Chelsea team could have.
Chelsea scored. That was the goal, innit? Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia's goal scorer, yeah.
Yeah, that never crossed the line. And that Chelsea side is one of the best sides I've
See,
seen.
even if that didn't cross the line, we would have got a penalty and Czech would have got sent off. So
Got this.
just needed to get that in, didn't I?
Look at this.
I was going to sing the Luis Garcia song, but now you're all right.
Oh, Lewis, you're the greatest, Joe. Oh my god.
Oh wait, this is a good comment actually. The Orm show, he put it up. 2 Champions League it should be for Chelsea because of the obvious 6 penalty game. They didn't get the chance. I remember that game.
Which game were you talking about?
That was fixed. I don't care what anyone says. That was a fixed game.
What game's this? I'm lost.
Did you remember the Chelsea-Barca semi-final where Chelsea should have had about 100 penalties?
You mean when Ballack chased down the ref and that?
Yeah. Drogba went mad at the end.
It's a fucking disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
Oh, that game was so mad. What
happened to a nicer team and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but
only could have been better if it was Liverpool, City, or Leeds. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic. Fantastic. Isn't that right, Yan City? Fantastic.
It's good that Barca did win because they embarrassed United in the final. So, yeah.
All right. Relax, big man. All right. Okay. Chill out, man. Innit? Yo, big up John in the comments. Ishan saying McTominay over Xavi. I'm with that. Let's go in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. No live at foot Lewis guy. Oh, yeah, here's a good one. Danny, you come up with some good ones in that. You come up with some good. Pirlo, Kaká, Seedorf, or Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. Yan City will go to you. I can see you falling asleep over there. But if you need to dip because you got work, me and Ryan will hold it down. So I'll let you answer this question and then you can go.
Oh, that is a difficult one. Okay, I'm gonna go for the first one. Simply because it's hard. It is hard, but I'm gonna go for the first one.
What are you telling me, Ryan?
That's one of the most successful.
I think the first one is probably better, but I'm just going the second one just because I love Iniesta.
Fair enough. To me, it's just Kaká in it. Like, I think people forget, not that there's a right or wrong answer, but people forget Kaká was the last player who was in that conversation with Ronaldo and Messi. Before Ronaldo and Messi went to God tier, he was the last one who was with them. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, people forget. I remember what he did to us at Old Trafford, and Pirlo was just, man, literally plays football like he could be playing in his back garden. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, Pirlo different.
Isn't he the only player that's won like 3
Champions League?
Champions Leagues with 3 different clubs.
Yeah.
In like a short period of time as well.
Yeah. Exactly that. Sorry, Lewis is just kicking off in the comments, and I love to see it. And that, yo, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
He's kind of right though. That game was an absolute joke.
Yeah, it was. Like, I remember because when Ballack chased down the ref, someone put the Benny Hill music over it in it. You know, I remember Ballack running him down, and I thought Ballack might as well have just chinned him.
For all that look that he had, it's coming back on him now though, because he ain't getting no look in no Champions League.
Hey, maybe that's what it is, isn't it?
That's
there's 2 comments above that. Isan Khalid says Liverpool fluke the comeback versus Milan. Yeah, we did. It was a complete fluke. One of the biggest flukes in history, to be honest.
Oh man. Yeah, sorry, I'm just laughing at this. Come on, said fuck again. Yo, big up Ahmed, who also says, bro, 8 at 4 a.m. in the UK. What the fuck? Are you man still live? I'm on holiday, bro. It's 9 a.m. here. First and foremost, enjoy your holiday. Secondly, where are you?
Holiday.
He says, yo, because people hey, we don't snitch over here, and everyone's done it legally, all right. You know what I'm saying?
However you do it, let me know.
All right, there you go. DM, you get me, Yan City, the details.
I can get away from
Yan City
because I'm trying to be here when I turn 30.
There you go, in it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, people. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. here. We are live, like I said. Mods, let us know. We've got to be on 40 likes at least 45. It's got to be approaching 50. It's been 2 hours, and I knew this was going to happen as well. I said this this is not every time I'm on a Q&A and I say it's not going to be a long show, and 2 hours later, man's here. You know what I'm saying? No shine. Yan City's in bed. Ryan looks like he's in bed. You get me, in the full kit and that. He's got the shorts, the socks, the shin pads on, the tape, the whole 9 and that. Yo, like, Ryan is dead.
Put the shin pads on, to be honest. I should have remembered to do that.
43 likes. Yo, get us to 45 people in that. You know what I'm saying? We're on 44. Let's go, man. Let's go, because we are going to close out the show shortly. We also lost 4-0 to Bournemouth a week before, and that was worse. Yeah, that your loss to Bournemouth was terrible still. It was terrible.
We're talking about that 6-0.
Oh, nah, 6. All right. Oh shit! Right, I didn't know this. So he says, "Nah, City." Go on, put it back.
That was on my birthday.
Man said, "Nah, City 6-0 Chelsea was hilarious. We were trying to Steven Gerrard slipped on his ass with the City fans."
Yeah. That was a good game. That
Bro, yeah, for you, it must have been for the Chelsea fans.
Yeah, because
Well,
it was
for me, because I was
my birthday, and two, like, I think Aguero got like 2 goals or 3.
The end of that season was so annoying because it was like we're in the title race, and it was like every game I'm hoping City just lose. We won every single one. It was so annoying.
I think when people want us to lose, we end up winning. Every time everyone's like, I hope City lose.
Except in the Champions League.
Well, the Champions League, we just have no luck in that, like, honestly.
It's trash manager, that's what it is, but it is what it is. See how Ryan hypes it. You see how your boy does you when I say something to you. See how we be laughing at that and in the background and that, hyping it up, making it worse than what it is. Look at him, he's still laughing. But if that was me, you'd have a lot to say, Yan City, innit? Just shit stirring and that. Yes, we're on fight. Oh, you're in Dubai. Okay, heading to Pakistan soon. Heard it's cold in the UK. Yes, it's always cold. Man said,
how are you in Dubai?
Man said, because the borders must be open, innit?
Yeah, but they're not though.
The borders must be open in Dubai. Yeah. Is there one player you wish you could have seen live? Yes, Ronaldinho.
Yeah, Ronaldinho.
And
you know what? City even played AC Milan when he was there, but he didn't play. And I went to that game and he didn't play. Like, oh, mate.
What about you, Ryan? Jack Grealish, okay. Okay, let's say
How have we not seen Grealish live?
Nah, you know why? Because they only came up. I might have seen him years ago when he, was just coming through. But last year, the Liverpool Villa game at Anfield was not in front of fans. It was towards the end of the season. So I ain't seen him live yet.
Yeah, there's certain teams that, like, I used to miss, like, Burnley every year. Do you know how many Burnley games I've missed? Like, I go to every City home game, but I just don't go to Burnley. I've missed about the last 4. We always win 5-0 as well.
Yeah, why don't you go to that game? What's up?
Because I'm not driving all the way to Manchester to watch Burnley.
Yeah, but you want to watch your team, though? I'm saying, true say, I wouldn't want to watch City either. I understand that. I wouldn't want to watch it.
It's a lot of money to go, like, because a lot of time we have Champions League on a Tuesday, and then we have City on a Saturday against Burnley. I'm not driving up twice.
Fair enough, then. Hey, you never sleep in Flawless? Nope, I don't sleep in it. I thought this is well known in that clones and stormtroopers. Salute to you, lot who gave me that nickname. So yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Like, I put this clone to sleep. Other clone will pop up.
He's at the end of his career, love. So shush.
Who's at the end of who? Me? What are you talking about?
Ronaldinho. He said he was against a small club. He didn't play because he wasn't in the. Kind
of. Better defensive partnership: Ferdinand and Terry or Cannavaro and Nesto. Cannavaro and Nesto.
Yeah.
Who would I rather do? Yeah, it's Cannavaro and Nesto, and I rate them both. Best game you've watched live.
Yeah, we all know what Jan's would probably be.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what?
Go on, what is it?
The 5-3 Monaco Man City versus.
Oh, right, yeah.
That game was the best, most entertaining game I've ever seen. Obviously, you had Man City squad being what they are. Then you had Monaco, you had Mbappe, you had Falcao, Bernardo Silva. Like, that was the sickest game I've seen. That was just end to end. Like, I came out of that game thinking, wow, that was a football match. So that was the best game that I've seen live.
Best game I've seen is probably, it was in the 08 season, so the season United won the league, and I went to the first round of the Champions League after the group stages, the knockout leg. I can't remember who we played. It might have been Valencia, and then I went to the quarterfinal home leg as well. The place was just rocking. It was Champions League. So one of those two, one of them was Valencia, one was the other. I can't remember. Someone will let me know in the comments. But they're the best 2 games I've watched. And someone missed the penalty as well, and they was getting called all sorts. It was mad. I'm saying, and not United player, it was
I
opposition
miss
player. And that.
football so much, you know.
Yeah, man. Man loves being in the Stretford End and that. Man was in the Stretford End with the hooligans and that. I want to be in the family stand. Man's in the Stretford End singing my head off. Fucking fantastic. Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just cussing at everybody. Go on, Ryan.
In terms of best game watched live, it depends. My favourite game I've watched live was Liverpool-Barcelona, the 4-0. In terms of most entertaining, in terms of if I was a neutral, I remember Liverpool 4, Arsenal 4, where Arshavin scored 4 times.
Okay.
And a couple of, that was years ago. And I remember, Jan will remember when we beat City 4-3 at Anfield a couple of years back.
Oh, that game. Was that the good game where it's really, really...
It was when, City almost came back at the end, I remember. But that was one hell of a game as well. Yeah, so I'd say those games, off the top of my head.
Here we go. Someone also said best stadium you've been to. Of course, Old Trafford. Without question.
No.
Well, it's Old Trafford. Yeah, no one cares about it yet. I know. But what's the best stadium you've been to? I've not been to that many stadiums though, people. I've only been. I've been to the Old Trafford. I've been to the Etihad. I went to see a City game. I went to see.
You've already been to one better than Old Trafford already.
Nah, I haven't. Yeah, me was dead. And it was a good game as well. I went to Manchester when you lot played Real Madrid. It was that long ago. Mourinho was at Madrid and Benzema scored. It was 1-1. Because I had a friend who's a season ticket holder.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. And you lot was singing "Fuck Off Mourinho." I was dying. That shit was funny. And that "Fuck Off Mourinho." Fuck off, Mourinho. It was It was funny. But yeah, where else have been? She does have a fight. Yeah, I let her plug it.
Yeah, it's Yan City ENT.
It's on the featured channels on the channel. See that? You can't say I don't love you. So yes, if you are watching live right now.
Ooh,
if you're watching this back, the featured channels. So Yan City's channels in there, Mr. Aaron United's, Cam's channels in there, Rant's, Saeed's channels are also in there. So you can just go to featured channels. Also playlists as well. For each and every show. So if you want to watch just the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, there's a playlist for that. If you want just Gyardem City, playlist, Man Them United, What to the Octagon, Big Fights, Big Nights, etc. Gonna talk from the Arsenal, every single show in it. We're giving you the TV guide. But yeah, Ryan, go on. What was your best stadium you've been
to? I've only ever been to 2, really. Anfield and Wembley. That's all I've been to be honest.
Okay. What's Wembley like? I've never been.
Oh, Wembley's nice.
The thing I love about Wembley is the walk to it, the walk around outside it. It's so nice to walk outside it. It's just so clean and everything. I just love it.
Yo, Yancy can
whenever I go, to be honest.
Excellent. Yancy can go sleep when she's ready, and me and Ryan will hold it down. I told her that.
Slen's Talks just said, Ryan, that Liverpool 4-4 Chelsea game was absolute nuts. That game was. You're bringing back the memories now. That game was a madness. That was at Chelsea though, so I didn't go to that game. It was in the Champions League, but that game was absolute madness.
Nah, I hear that.
I don't know which is my favorite stadium, to be honest. I've not been to loads and loads. I've been to Arsenal. The Emirates is nice. I've been Tottenham, but White Hart Lane, not the new one. It's all right. I've been to West Ham's. West Ham Stadium is nice, but you're so far away from the pitch.
Yeah,
has it got a track around it?
That atmosphere. Like there's literally like a big gap between so there's 2 sections. So you're either on the lower tier, which is okay, you're kind of near the pitch, or you're in the higher tier and you're miles away. And like even like singing, it's like 2 separate stands between the fans. Like it's not great. The best stadium, like I've been Wigan away, Blackburn away, Everton away, Sunderland away, Chelsea away, Crystal Palace away, Brighton away. Actually been to quite a few too.
Yeah, I've not been to many grounds. This girl just listed the whole Premier League.
And every ground in England.
Every ground.
I haven't.
In every ground.
The worst one is Crystal Palace. You can't see fuck all unless you sat on the first like 4 rows. And like that is right by my house. Like I live on the same road as Crystal Palace, literally. So
you're gonna get people knocking on your door now, but all right. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like
wait, did you just say knock on my door and you can roll in? Is that what you said?
On the way, innit?
Oh, on the way. All right. You talk to these lot. These lot gonna pull up to your yard, you know. These sarcasm people, like they like you a lot. Man called you a peng lighty before or whatever my man said. What did he say? The peng light skin one.
He's the light skin one.
Yeah, so we talk. Obviously, he's asking. That's when you ask that question. That is because you are asking for further information.
You're not kind of lightish skinned.
Nah, it's not me, innit? You hear me? I'm chocolate. You know what I'm saying? You're a lighty. You know what I'm saying? You and Ryan are the lighties. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's why Ryan's froze with the pose and that. Yeah, he's back.
Ryan's I don't know. I like Arsenal Stadium.
Yeah.
I like.
You've not been to Anfield?
Wembley is the Etihad. So
never. I'd love to go Anfield though on an away day. I've been Goodison.
I've never been Anfield.
Never been Anfield. I do miss because like I said, just before the original lockdown hit, the plan was to start going to more games, and then lockdown hit. I was like, fuck. If I do anything to go back to a packed out OT and that. Like,
I've been to Old Trafford, but I didn't actually go when there was a game.
Is it? You just walked around it basically? Were you going to Tesco nearby or something?
I was in the Cristiano Ronaldo suite. It's weird in there, you know. It's like a shrine. There's pictures of him all over the wall. It's a bit weird. A bit weird, if I'm being honest.
It's a mazzo. Yo, big up everyone who has locked. Like I said, we have sent off for the Sarcasm City TV membership that you lot have been asking for. There's many perks in there, including giveaways, Sarcasm City TV merch, exclusive shows, members only shows, etc. What else as well? The ability to be guests on certain shows, a show of your choosing. So many different perks in there. Like, we really wanted to do the best for you lot. Hopefully, by this time tomorrow, the membership should have launched, because like I said, 24 hours. But we will do a Q&A, obviously talking about it, etc., launching it. So it should be good, in it. Like I said, you lot be asking questions as well for the people asking non-sporting questions and that. Go on, what's this you pulled up? We are going to close out the show.
What result has made you the most angry in your time watching football?
You know what? When I was young, because like now I'm a bit more level-headed, it was the year 2000, and we lost to Bayer Leverkusen in the semi-final of the Champions League. Oliver Nerville scored and hit the bar. I never forget. See, I can remember. My memory's terrible. We're talking 21 years ago, and I'm still talking about it like it's fresh. So yeah, I think it was Oliver Nerville scored for Bayer Leverkusen when he hit the bar and went in. I think Ronnie Johnson slipped, and we should have got to the final that year. So it was either 2000, 2001. That game pissed me off. Obviously, I'm young in it, so you don't understand that there's bigger things than football. There is no bigger thing than football because you got no responsibilities. But as you get older and you got responsibilities, it's the most least important. No, it's the most important of least important things. So yeah, to me, it's that one. That sticks out. What are you saying, Yancy?
I think the Champions League defeats that we've had have been annoying. The Tottenham one was just, I think the first leg, I think the fact we went there for a draw, De Bruyne didn't really play till right.
Man City South London's finest in that, just a side note. But yeah, go on. South side.
SE25.
Look at how she's throwing up gang signs. But yeah, go on, continue. She's throwing up gang signs.
I can't stop. But yeah, I can't remember the question.
Aishan, relax, man, innit? You know what I'm saying? You need to relax. Yeah, go on.
I can't see anything. It's boxes on mine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What about you? What was the question again? Man's that's
most angry.
Yeah, was almost angry. Go on.
I can name quite a few. There's a couple bloody recently. I'll say.
Let's go in it. Let's go.
One that comes to mind quick was last season when we lost to Atletico in the Champions League, but the away leg, the first leg, where we lost 1-0 away, but it was the way we played was just a joke. I was fuming after. Like, I just lost it. And even though we lost the home leg and got knocked out, I was just upset after that one. But the first leg, which we lost away, I was fuming. Yeah. Others... Do you remember that game where Mata scored the bicycle kick at Anfield?
Oh, yeah, of course, when he turned Anfield into Wanfield.
Because of the way we played in that game as well. So they're two that come to mind instantly. I remember this one game where we got battered away to Arsenal 4-1, and they were like 3-0 up at half time. This was a few years ago. And That this is one. We lost to Real Madrid 3-0 at home in the Champions League group stage, and I was in school them times, and at my school they used to have this thing called prize giving, which was a thing every year, and it was that night of the Liverpool Madrid game, and prize giving was basically compulsory for the students to attend. Like if you didn't attend, like for a good reason, then you got into trouble basically. So I was obviously going to go to Liverpool Madrid game, so I just like Skyped an illness or something to miss prize giving. I just went to Liverpool Madrid, and I was fuming because the fact is I risked getting into trouble just to go to the Champions League game, and they put in a performance like that. So I was fuming at that game as well.
Do you know what? Like,
sorry, 4-1 losing to you lot 4-1 as well. That pissed me off.
I remember that when Desena scored the lob. Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, you scored the lob. Who was it?
Andre Desena, honestly.
Just fucking Desena in it. Go on, Jan City. What are you telling me?
No, I was gonna say, like, it only really pisses me off if City lose when they don't turn up. Like, if we go out there and we play football and we get beat, it doesn't bother me too much. Like, sometimes City will lose and people will say, like, why are you not bothered? And I'll just be like, obviously, yeah, I'm bothered that we lost, but, as long as we try. But sometimes, like, that Wigan game at Wembley, that FA Cup final, I was so angry because they did not turn up. So there was absolutely no point in me trekking to the other side of the country. Like, even God was crying after that game. You should have seen the rain. Like,
no, that was tears of joy, love.
No.
Tears of joy. Cupcake. Listen, babes.
Every time we win a trophy,
tears of joy.
The weather's always sunny. God is smiling.
He's not smiling. He's like, these fuckers.
All that stuff. And then when City lose, it's like the rain comes down. You start getting
tears of joy.
I've got another one that made me angry. The Europa League final we lost against Sevilla.
What year was that?
I was so angry after that.
Years ago. Yeah. Not that long ago. Before the Champions League final. Before the
couple of years before Champions League. Klopp's first season at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mazo. Yo, we have reached 50 likes, and I think we could be here all night, but we are going to close the show, people. Nothing but love for you lot for tuning in, because we didn't know how this was going to go, because we started this at 2 a.m. UK time, and we literally said before we go live, Yancy, he was laughing, and I said, this can either go horribly wrong or go extremely well. And it's gone extremely well, because 2 hours and 20 minutes we are still here. We might have to start popping up with these on a more regular basis. Lose to who?
No, Bradley says, at least you don't live in Thornton Heath.
Oh, yeah.
So asking if you live in Thornton Heath, isn't it?
It's a mazo. But yeah, man, Defo Deviant, man. Tears of absolute joy from. That's what that was from him. Tears of joy in it. Anytime Liverpool or City loses, a happy weekend.
I love before we go, Man City.
All right, go on. Probably is, to be honest. I can't even argue that. Yeah, begrudgingly, in it. It's shit league anyway. Don't care. But right.
One of them when you get knocked out of a cup. We didn't want to win it anyway.
Yeah, it's one of them with it. Yeah.
I want to win this crap league.
Like, first you wanted to win it.
yeah, shitty Champions League. Don't care, yo. Get me shit. Oh Jesus, it is what it is. Well, nah, man. Thanks to you lot in it for making this entertaining, because you lot's questions be cold.
That's even worse, Bradley. That's even worse.
Croydon, it is what it is.
Love
to you lot, man. We hope you lot enjoyed the show. Big up to everyone for the super chats. Also, big up everyone who locked in. Big up everyone asking the questions. Also, as well, we're back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Agenda FC. Myself, Carefree Lewis, and Tox. Maybe a special guest. I don't know yet. And then 10 p.m. myself and the lovely Yan City are back. Gyaldem City meets Mandem United, talking both Manchester clubs. And then Saturday, you'll get Gyaldem City. Half 11 a.m.? We'll get Gyaldem City 11:30, and then the big one. The big, social media El Clasico. Arsenal versus Manchester United live watch along, which will start at 5. You know what? Because it's Arsenal, Manchester United, we might have to, might start the watch along half an hour earlier. I'm not sure, because the banter is going to be flying back and forth. And then the Talk About It Network special will be at 10:30. Myself, for those who haven't seen it, that's just the Talk About It Network special. Is the Talk About It Network, the free podcast on that are Sarcasm City, Red Lion Picture, and Pod of Mercy. And we just get drunk and just tuning in it. We just get drunk and talk everything that's happened this month. Non-football though, in it. It's fantastic. I'm telling you. Anything you want to say, Ryan, before we go?
No, I'm just still buzzing after Liverpool's win. Yeah, just
Look at this guy, yo. This guy been happy for 2 hours and 25 minutes in the full kit, Ryan got the shorts on, the
pick up
socks.
everyone who walked in.
Man's got the football boots on, everything and that tape,
Shin
water
pads,
bottle and
long
that.
socks, everything.
This guy goes, man said long socks, you doing the McTominay, yeah? All right, fam. All right, okay. Nah, big up though. Yan City, anything you want to add?
Nah, there's a question for Ryan before we get.
All right, we'll end on that then. Go on.
What's the question? Oh, right. If we win our next 3 games, which are against West Ham, Brighton, and Man City, then yeah, we'll still have a good chance of winning the league. If we don't, then no chance. We have to win our next 3 games to have a chance of winning the league.
There you go. Love to you lot for supporting. Much appreciated. Like I said, hopefully the membership is launched tomorrow, but it will launch this week. Yes, like Yan City said there, love hearts. And yes, people, this has been a late night midweek Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much.